H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's Monday morning, a great, great, great Monday morning. How about them Cowboys? My daughter made me say it. She loved the Dallas Cowboys. But a great Monday. And before the show start, what's up there, Kevin Lyles? Before the show starts, I'd like to acknowledge our starting five today. It was rough today. Let me see. Let me look up at the screen again. Hold on, y'all. Our starting five, who we like to recognize them every day. They're the first five people that sign on to the Chop Shop feed. And today we got Todd Byerly, Rod Wells, Mindy Collins, Kimberly Jackson, and Thaddeus Moody, all the way from Chicago in the building. Sixth lady of the day is Dale Griggs. Happy Monday to the Chop Shop. Hey, Mate. Who else I got? What's up, Gary? Hey, Tyrone. Ivan Pettit is in the building. Shanquetta Pelser, all the way from San Diego, California. In San Diego, California is in the building. Archie is in the building. Archie, I just got your emails, man. I had to work this morning, so I didn't have time to go in and make it happen today. But we'll do it. We'll play them tomorrow. But who else we got? Hey, Kim. Hey, Brandy. Who else? Hey, Tamika. Karen Roach is in the building. I'm just trying to see you in the building so I can know who I'm talking to. You know I like talking to y'all. Darrell Anderson is cruising Mexico on a Carnival Dream cruise. What's up, Corey? Darrell Anderson. Okay, I got you. Hey, Karen. I got to talk to my people. Hold on, let me see. Who else? That is Moody. I said, hey, Jess McKee. Tori, what's going on? I see y'all making them rounds, Tori. Kobe trying to play college basketball, I see. The Chargers gave away that game, Hatter. What's up with all? What's up, Jason Peters from Memphis, Tennessee? Y'all know I got to shout out Jason every day. Jason, I got something for you, Jason. Jason, you just hold on. Who else? I'm sure Chris Chris Walker. He called me. That man called me at 6 o'clock this morning. I saw that, Rod Wells, but man, Chris Walker called me at 6 o'clock this morning talking about some Cowboy. Talking about we should be 2-0 because they found out that Tom Brady, the guy pushed off on Tom Brady's team. I said, man, come on, man. Come on. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know this is why I don't want to be a fan. And this is why people hate these obnoxious Cowboy fans. I want to like the Cowboys because I kind of like everybody. I got a few guys that I know on the Cowboys team. I like them. But when people get to saying stuff like Chris Walker, it just, like you can't say nothing about the Astros. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody, her name started with Mindy Collins, she going to go crazy. So what's up, Ronnie Martin? The Steelers lost, Mate. I don't like that loss. Let me tell y'all something. I got some people, Ray Moore and his family, they live in Memphis. See, in Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm from, it used to be separated. You either like the Dallas Cowboys or the Pittsburgh Steelers. Matter of fact, they got two of the biggest fan clubs in America for the Pittsburgh and Dallas right in Memphis. So Ray Moore, my partner, he went up to Pittsburgh, talking about he going to move there and everything at first. And then they done lost. I want to see what the hell he going to say about that after the loss. So, Gary said Big Ben is done. Let's see. What else I got for y'all? I got a lot of more stuff, but I got some. Let me tell you, Lamar gets his first career win against the Chiefs. But if y'all noticed, and maybe it's me, but those Sunday night games been some fire. What y'all think? Yeah, Jess, yes, the Saints got destroyed. I don't like that one because I like Jameis, man. Y'all got me cheering for every team. Justin Fields, what's his name? The redhead got, what's the man's name? I know his name. Andy Dalton got hurt last night. Yesterday, and Justin Field took over. What else? Man, Tyrod Taylor got hurt, man. Pulled up lame with that run around the corner. I knew he pulled up lame around. He said, oh my God, but he got a touchdown on it. Tom Brady has 17 passing TDs in his last 4 games. Last time he did that, he was the MVP in 2007. But let me stop. I just want to stop for a minute here, ladies and gentlemen. Share the show. Let's get this out the way, because Chris and Jimmy going to be on in a minute. And I just want to make sure we share the show. So we're going to prepare it. When they get here, we're going to be on and popping. So everybody share the show right now. If you're on Facebook and you had not had the opportunity to go over to YouTube and push subscribe to our YouTube, Chop Shop HTX, and push subscribe to our YouTube page also. Okay? All right. Let me show you something. Shout out to Chad Growth and Richard Lawson. They had an event this week on Thursday when we got off the show. The Houston Hidden Top 20, Houston 20 Top Prospect Showcase. I don't know. They didn't give me no information about it, but I saw it and I wanted to recognize Chad. He stayed over to go to John Lucas camp. John Lucas had the B Elite camp this weekend. Got a couple of highlights from that. Hey, B Scott, someone sent to me a couple of highlights. Matter of fact, I got one. I got to show y'all this one. Wait a minute. I got to show y'all this one. Y'all share the show, and I'm gonna have some more. If I can get it done today, I'll have more a little bit later. But shout out to John Lucas. Shout out to Pam Ellis with the Smart Girl Foundation, the lady who came on months ago, who came on the show and talked about the polo match. I happened to go out there and got a chance to meet the young, smart girls in the foundation who she helped young college students. I heard the testimony of one young lady who Pam and her crew and that staff had been mentoring this young girl. She's so eloquent, so smart. She's going to be a leader in our society very, very soon. Let me tell you something, man. It's some people like Pam Ellis are doing things in this community. John Lucas doing things in this community that, man, we got to highlight our own. And Brian Jolivet just came on the screen. He's doing great things in this community, man. I'm sitting here and let me tell you, when I see acts of kindness like this, him and his wife, I've been knowing him for a long, long time. My son played in his events a long time ago. I'll never forget. My son was a little bitty baby. They played in these events. But above all sports, over the weekend, y'all, they went down and fed 350 people in Lutcher. I hope I spelled that right. Lutcher, Louisiana. The city recognized Brian and Annette and Ronnie for their generosity on behalf of Above All Sports. This is what they do. And I want to mention, too, a few months back, the Little Leagues in Lafayette, they gave, I got to tell this because they ain't going to tell it. Ain't nobody else going to tell our story. It's our story. They gave $9,000. I think I got a picture of it somewhere. I got to show it, man. Let me see, is that it? They gave a $9,000 check to the greater Lafayette Little League so it can fund their Little League, man. These what people, we got people in our community doing great, great things, man. Then I saw this, and check this out.
Look at all of the cars that's driving through to get food for their families to eat. We are so blessed, man, that we didn't experience the mishaps of this storm, Hurricane Ida. We were so blessed in Houston that it missed us. But this is what Above All Sports is all about. We feed families and do things in the community to help people. So for all of you who participate in our tournaments, thank you very much.
See, this the kind of stuff that I just love. This the kind of, yes, we're going to talk about sports. Yes, we're going to talk, but it's our people need help somewhere. What if all of us were doing the same thing that Jolivet is doing all over the country? What if all of us, Jason, you there in Memphis, Shanquetta, you there in San Diego. What if all of us, man, it's not enough just for Brian Jolivet to do it. It's Kim Jackson should have something to do. And think about it. And Kim, if you don't have somebody, join on with somebody who is doing something. Send them something. Cash app them something. I mean, y'all, we are so blessed. Think about it. Most of y'all, I've been praying and watching y'all through this pandemic. A lot of us, I mean, we've gotten through it. Some of our friends has passed away through COVID. Some of our friends are not here no more. You follow me? That storm, if it had moved a little bit to the left, it could have hit us. You follow me? I was in the cold when they had the rolling blackouts. You know, thank God I made sure my sister had a generator. So guess what? If I wanted to, I could go over her house. So Ronnie and everybody out here, man, let me tell y'all something. This is an example of what all of us should be doing in this community. Like I said, if you don't want to do it, send some help, send some money. What's up, Michael Smith? We got guys like Michael Smith helps in the community. We got let me tell you something, man. We are such a blessed and powerful people. When you notice what Brian Jolivet said? He said, when y'all support my events, I'm able to do this. When y'all support the Chop Shop, we're able to talk about this so it can broadcast all over the world. You know how people, I don't want to watch them. I don't like them. I don't worry about me and Jimmy. The platform is more important than Jimmy and I would ever be. We didn't start out to doing this. This thing just happened in Morth. Chris Walker had a show, and he invited me on the show. Invited Jimmy on the show. And guess what happened? He leave and get a coaching job. He leave and get a coaching job at Cal. And then guess what? The responsibility was left to me and Jimmy. We could have said, man, I ain't got time for that mess. Guess what? I wouldn't have knew who John Newsom was. I wouldn't know who Isaiah Martin is. A lot of these people, I'm going to go through this thing. If that don't happen, I might have not know who Jerry Johnson was. I might have not know who Robert Risen was. If that don't happen, if me and Jimmy say, man, I'm too busy for this. Chris Walker, we ain't got time for this. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I came this close to doing that. That's what I'm telling you. What if we had just said, Jamie, I'm about to bring you in. I hope you're ready. What if I'd have just said, and Jimmy would have said, man, I got a lot of stuff I could be doing at this time. So what happens is, when you support the show, now Shannon Holmes can come look at the show. B. Scott. If I'm not on this show, I probably never meet B. Scott. If I'm not on this show, Chris Charles, I met him at the barbershop. I wouldn't know a lot of y'all. Rod Wells, I probably would have met you at the Yates games. I'm just going, Thaddeus Moody. Probably wouldn't have never knew who Thaddeus Moody was. And he one of our greatest friends in the Chicago area. Mark Edwards, if this show don't happen. So when people like Brian Jolivet, Chad Growth, John Lucas, what these people are doing in this community, man, let's appreciate people just a lot better. A lot of y'all wouldn't know. I wouldn't know Sensei exists. Who else? A lot of these people on here. Corey Willis, I probably wouldn't have, Tori, I probably would have never met you. If this show, if Chris Walker don't have the wherewithal to start that start a show. I know y'all like to mess with him, but just understand what the sacrifices and the things that people do just so we can come. There's a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes to put this show on. I hope y'all don't think I just wake up in the morning and then at 11:59, I said, okay, I'm finna. No, I have to get all my business out the way every morning. So nothing interferes with this. My assistant, no, guess what? Don't book me nothing until after this show is over. It don't. So I just want to let people, Ray Moore, I feel bad for you. Y'all, Ray Moore went all the way up to Pittsburgh, Jimmy. Jimmy, he even texted me talking about he going to move to Pittsburgh and all of that. He done went there, but he went up there and he had a Steeler gear on and got the head toe out. And that's why, y'all, it's hard being a fan. That's why I can, y'all, it's too much up and downs. It's too much I can't live with that kind of stuff. But shout out to Brian Jolivet. Shout out to Chad Grove. Shout out to John Lucas. Shout out to everybody. Man, when y'all do stuff like this, man, let me tell you something, man. That I didn't go because I just didn't feel I needed to go. Shit, I know y'all was going to talk about it. I'm going to get videos from everywhere. I didn't have to go to see no. So, Jim, I didn't have to go see no ball beaters beat the ball up. I'm waiting till they become pros, and then I want them. I couldn't pull myself away this weekend because I had other things to do. Jimmy, I went by the Smart Girl Foundation polo event yesterday. Well attended, beautiful night. Saw a polo match that was unbelievable. How these guys can, thank you, Pam Ellis, how these guys can go up and down on them horses and hit that ball and keep moving and get that ball with this little old mallet. Jimmy, it beyonds me. That's a skill that I just don't know. I mean, I guess it takes years of practice, but shout out to everybody, man. There's just so much stuff happening in sports. But I wanted to shout out to those individuals. Thank you for what you do, and we appreciate you. Jimmy, what's going on, man? How was your weekend? I know you dashed and you did your Texas two-step this weekend. What's going on?
Oh, that's just the life of RCS sports, man. That's the life. You know, going around, and of course we'll talk. Went to San Antonio. Shout out to Eric Talley efforts and his crew. Went to check out believe it or not, a middle school camp. But
middle school? You went way
school.
Up there for some middle school.
I mean, I went last year for a middle school camp in San Antonio. And the thing is, people may not understand is if you take out the time and you have something going on and you contact me well in advance and you want RCS Sports there to cover it, and we can make it work. If nothing is already on the calendar for myself or either Doug Jones or Jeffrey Day, somebody that go and take the task and go and doing it. And that's simple. Most people do not ask. And they'll look over and it's simple. You ask, hey man, we got this going on. And my first question, me personally, I'm going to ask you this. Are you charging the kids to come to participate? If you're charging the kids or the teams to participate and you're charging an admission, either or, then I have to charge you a fee to be there because you're going to use RCS Sports as bait to catch your big mouth basses. And that's just how it is. So I just want to let you know, it's just that simple. Now, if you're doing something and you're giving it and it's for the kids and it's for the community and it's no charge, I don't have no charge for you. It's just that simple. But if you charging them, if you taxing them, then I gotta tax you. That's the embargo that we have with RCS Sport. Anyway, we got a lot of football to get into today.
Football.
Seawalk.
Yeah. Hold on. I mean, I had to wait till
Let's
you
go
finish
get it out
your
the way.
soliloquy so you can get your check. But did you say football?
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys? Hey, Hannah, do me a favor and put up that text that I sent you the other day from the NFL. Can you please do that? Thank you very much. Don't act like that, Hannah. And I take what you said this morning when you said that you used to be a Cowboy fan. I taped you when you said it. You said your daughter was a Cowboy fan and you were a Cowboy fan. You didn't know you were being taped.
When I was a little boy, and ladies and gentlemen, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. But when I became a man, I put away those childish things. You follow me? That's biblical if y'all go. When I became a man.
That's TD Jakes right there.
When I became a man, Chris, I put away. Chris, I used to have the room with the curtains, the curtains, Jimmy, the pajamas, the bed. Oh, man, I had it laid out. But boy, when I became a man.
Y'all just listen, all you Cowboy haters in the boom boom room. Like I say, that's right, Kenneth Gamma, we them boy. Like, stop hating. You see what's about to happen. You see it happening right in front of you. They should listen. We got robbed. Hannah, why won't you put the article up? You put everything about Penny up. Put something up about the Cowboys. That's Memphis too. Okay, you're right. That's right. Put the article up. We got robbed. We should be 2-0.
How could you mention them? How could you mention them two names in the same? I love Penny. I don't love the Cowboys.
The most profitable sports franchise on the planet. There's only one planet.
Oh, man.
The Dallas Cowboys. Come on, man.
I'm trying to find it. I can't find it, Chris. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, I can resend it. Don't worry. The bottom line is, I'm just saying. Jimmy, I know. Jimmy, listen. Jimmy got his Cowboy draws on today. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
I'm going to tell you the truth, Chris Walker. I never even played with the Cowboys in the buzzer football. Remember the football with the magnets? I never even used the Cowboys. So but at the same time, I don't hate them. But you have to realize a lot of people in Houston and Dallas are like, the Cowboys, it runs deep because the animosity when it comes to Houston, because at the time you had the Oilers for years. But I don't hate them. I just laugh at you guys because you guys are goofy behind the goofy.
Why are we goofy?
I mean, because listen. If you just can be consistent, right? If you could be consistent. Meaning that you didn't come on last Monday after the Cowboys played, but you come on this Monday after
if I'd have came on last Monday, y'all would have been saying I was crying over spilled milk because we got robbed and there was no justification. And the NFL, albeit a week later, finally, Jimmy, what do they print? What do they print the retraction, Jimmy?
I can't find it. It wasn't a retraction by the NFL, but I can't find what you sent me.
Oh, I mean, I can read. Do you want it?
No, I don't want it.
Let me resend it.
Let me resend it. Hey, Jimmy, I got 2 words. Fake news. But keep going.
Hold up. I put it in group text because I know Jimmy see all his freaking messages. He act like he didn't see it. So I can find it for you if you want. And you know who sent it to me? The other Cowboy fanatic, Alan Brandt, sent it to me. Soon as it came out, we know that kind of stuff, man.
I forgot Poe Branch, man.
Hey, listen, the same way they did it against Green Bay and the catch by Dez. The catch by Dez in Green Bay. It's a conspiracy, man. I get it. Don't want the Cowboys to win. I get it. It's okay.
Y'all got a nice stadium, Chris.
$5 million stadium, right?
Chris, y'all got a nice stadium, Chris.
Man. No. The SoFi that we just got.
$5
billion. Oh, that is right there. Oh, what's that? Yeah, put it right over Jimmy's face. What's that right there? Oh my, that's not Chris Walker, by the way. That's not Walter Yates.
Let me tell you, who is that? Hold up. That's some clown. That's not even Jimmy. That's not even a mainstream. That's some fake news. That's some.
NFL admits mistake. Come
Jim,
on, man.
hey, Chris. That is not a
Cowboys?
Chris. That is not a mainstream. Man. Jimmy, Jimmy, let me take that mess off the screen.
Hey, you go with that propaganda.
That's what that is.
No, that's what it is, bud. Bruh.
What up, bro?
Lamar Jackson last night, though?
Oh, my goodness. Jimmy?
Well, you know what was funny about that? Of course, we're talking about the Baltimore Ravens with their fourth quarter comeback win over the Kansas City Chiefs. And it was ironic that, of course, that score, by the way, was 36-35. A dandy of a game. I watched some of it. I didn't see the last touchdown for Baltimore. But I mean, Lamar Jackson, way to bounce back. You know, it was flashes of Michael Vick, you know, in that game, over 100 yards rushing, you know, 239 passing. It was funny because both he and Patrick Mahomes, if you add up the rushing and the passing, it equals to the same yardage that they attributed to. However, you know, Patrick Mahomes, I think he was 343 in the air and only 3 yards on the ground. That equals 346. And Lamar Jackson was 239 in the air and 107 on the ground on only 16 carries with two touchdowns. And those 2 touchdowns, of course, was in the pivotal fourth quarter for Baltimore, for him overcoming the 2 interceptions in the first quarter. Honey Badger grabbed both of them. Things wasn't looking right for him, but he had no more interceptions the rest of the while. And I was concerned initially. I'm like, oh man, this dude coming out here 2 interceptions in the first quarter. But that was a very good win.
You know why I didn't mind about the interception? His receiver slipped down on the first one. If he don't slip down, he's in front of that play and catch the ball. It looked bad, but when you go, his receiver slipped in his cut, and he would have been right there. So, I mean, you're going to make interceptions. You're going to throw interceptions. Shit, look what Patrick Mahomes did. Patrick Mahomes was up 11 points in the fourth quarter with 11-point lead and lost.
With the ball.
And lost.
Oh, the running
back.
That's
never happened to him.
Running back getting stripped killed him.
It's first time for everything.
The fumble killed him. The fumble killed him.
Is that the kid from LSU? Fumble the ball?
It is. Yeah, fumble that ball.
Yeah.
Well, so, I mean,
how you like to
you know, and how about this?
When that happens?
What'd you say?
I said, how you like to be a player when that happens? Like when you in the locker room and you fumble that play. It's kind of like the field goal kicker when they missed to win a game. Like that player, like that clearly cost them the game. The way that what game was it when the guy went offside? The kicker missed the field goal. That
was Baltimore. That was Baltimore. What?
No, that was a game the other day. It wasn't Baltimore. It was Sunday, wasn't it?
The defensive man came off the field, and that's how they kicked the field goal to win.
No, I'm talking about another game where the guy went offside.
The defensive man went off. They got a second kick to the ball. The defensive lineman.
It must have been another game too. Yeah, it could have been another game too then.
Okay.
But
what Jimmy said something. Jim, I want to share. I think you asked the question, Chris. No, I think Chris said something. Chris, you asked how the players feel. Every one of them players, them players have been in situations like that. If you've been playing this long and you've been playing this good to get to the NFL, you have been in a situation where your ass done blew a game like this. I don't care where it was. So you know how that guy really feels. So it ain't that they feel bad. I mean, of course they saying, but I've never, in 30 years of dealing with athletes, no one has never came to me and said anything like that. Penny Hardaway has never came to me and said anything about that boy missing, Nick Anderson missing them free throws. He never, ever, ever said anything negative about Nick. Charles Woodson never said anything negative about those guys at that level, Chris. They know stuff like this happening, and something like this didn't happen to them before. You know, you might not understand it because you're a fanatic, but when you in that, what they tell us, when you in that arena, You're a gladiator. The people in the stands have no freaking clue about what's going on in the brotherhood we have in this locker room. Yes, they mad. Yes, he wish he could have won. But guess what they always tell me? They say, Hallett, but it was 4 or 5 more plays in the game that maybe I could have made up and we wouldn't have got to that. That's how professional athletes think. I don't know about college athletes. I don't know how they think. But that's how professional athletes think, Chris, in answer to your question.
I don't know about all of them.
I mean, just the ones. Maybe I just been around Hall of Famers a lot, so I don't know. But keep going.
That's fair.
hey, what my man said, carry on.
I'm sure Hall of Famers think differently.
Hey,
so.
Carry on.
You know, also on yesterday, it was interesting because going into the weekend, remember last Monday Night Football, we had the Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. And, of course, the Raiders wrestled that game away, opened their home stadium with a impressive win, festive mode. Derek Carr got after the game with his post-game smack, or I would just say slightly arrogance in the microphone, Derek Carr. And then people eventually, come Tuesday, that's when the chatter started. Okay, Oakland, wait till next week. You got the Steelers. We're going to put you in your place. Baltimore, ooh, you got Kansas City coming to town. That's another L. And both of those teams won, both Oakland and Baltimore. Oakland's win over Pittsburgh, that's Hatter. You got to watch those Cowboy fans. They know that the Steeler fans are they're the nemesis of the Cowboy fans. Whenever one of them win and the other one lose, they don't care if the rest of the earth can have a nuke bomb heading that way. They would still rejoice, long as knowing that one of the other ones lost. Cowboys, Steeler fans, and so this is one of those days where it's a double win for a Cowboy fan. You win, you're 1-1. The Steelers, they're 1-1 now. They lose at home to Las Vegas 26-17.
The Steelers are done. Little Ben, he needs to gain that weight back because they are done. It's a wrap. The Cowboy, listen, Matt McCarthy, whatever it is, Mike McCarthy, he almost screwed it up yesterday, Mike McCarthy, when they didn't call time at the end of the game.
What was he thinking about?
What are y'all doing? I'm like throwing stuff at the freaking TV. I'm like, yo, call timeout, man. What is going on? And you can hear Tony Romo saying, oh, they got a timeout. They got a timeout. And they don't call timeout. I mean, if that dude would have missed that field goal, I was telling somebody yesterday, they're going to fire. That guy get fired today. If he missed that field goal, they get fired.
How long was that field goal?
56 yards.
Wow.
You can't get another 10 yards. You got 22 seconds on the clock. And it's 3rd down and 3.
But y'all paid a dude $40 million a year to get that done, didn't you?
No.
Stop. Y'all paid a dude $40 million to move the ball 10 more yards, right?
You don't understand, Hatter. He was waiting on what the sideline was saying.
Okay.
That's what he was saying.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm glad he said that. Because the sideline for the Baltimore Ravens said, what you want to do, Lamar?
The coach, that's right. Said that.
What?
Harbaugh said, he told Lamar what you want to do. He said we want to go for it. McCarthy didn't say a word.
What then if the coach don't say nothing, just go do your thing, baby?
No. You can't do that.
40 mil. Wait a minute, who make more money? Who make more money? McCarthy or that?
I can't believe you even talking like that. I can't believe Hatter, who's a contract advisor.
Oh, no.
Who? Blasphemous information out there.
That's not blasphemous.
That vitriol out there.
Let me tell you something.
Ever did that?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you where you understand it. Let me show you what I understand. If you make that call, because they always have audibles they can make, plays they can change. You just got to make it work. Just like you tell your little college player, man, all right, if you go do that stuff, you got to make it work. Hey,
You can't do
Dak,
that. You can't do that.
hey, Dak, what the hell you look? We already know McCartney don't know what the hell he's doing. That's why.
No, man. See, you just like that kid that's saying, and AAU, man, just let me hoop. Just let me hoop, dog. Let me hoop. That's what you sound like.
All
Right
I'm saying is, you pay a dude $40 million who was gonna hold out.
also
Come on.
pay him to
Hold on,
follow
no. Oh, can I finish?
You also pay him to follow instruction.
You pay him to win the damn game. We play. Who said that, Jimmy? Who was that? Who was that? We play to win the damn game. He can't get 5 more yards. He couldn't get 5 more damn yards.
He didn't run a play.
Hey, Jimmy, hold up, mister. I'm going to stand for the national anthem. I don't care what Colin Kaepernick said. Jerry Jones. Hold on. Mouser Jerry Jones said, I got to stand.
Wow,
I got to stand.
We're going to bring that up.
No. Okay.
We're going to bring that up.
I'm sorry.
We're really going to bring that up. We're really going there.
Yeah, Mouser.
Jimmy, please rescue him, Jimmy. Rescue him. He's tripping right now. He upset.
I ain't never. You know what? I've never saw
Texans.
anything like a Cowboy fan.
I've never.
I've never in my life endured no fan like a cow. I'm curious, like on the soccer level. I'm quite sure one of those. Look at that.
He love him.
How about them Cowboys?
And you know what's so crazy about it?
Hallett, you should be happy because your boy Tony Pollard from Memphis showed out yesterday.
I'm happy for Tony Pollard. I know his whole family, but I can't stand you, Chris. You ain't listening.
They got a barbecue spot right by Elvis Presley's hotel.
I know exactly who you talk, Chris. I know the whole family. When we get off the air, I can share some stuff with you. But Chris, if it wasn't for my daughter and my sister, see, they don't talk about it that much. You know, my sister, she got cowboy blankets. I mean, she love them, but she don't care. My daughter, yeah. But people like you, man, I promise you, man. Y'all, hold up, Jimmy. I asked a partner of mine live in Baltimore. He ran Mellows Rec Center. He right in the middle of the hood. This man told me, Hannah, I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. I love them. Jimmy, you ain't hear me, man. He said, I don't like them, Hannah. I said, oh, you like them Cowboys? He said, no, I love them. I said, damn. That's crazy.
Listen, Hannah, you used to too, but you still do. It's inside you. Don't worry. The minute they win, it's gonna come out. They win the Super Bowl again. We're going back this year.
You know what I want. You know what I want to do. I got this. I got the solution. How about this? For everybody that's out there that's listening, this is what we can do. I got it. You know, I'm always trying to eliminate the excuse. And I got this. How about this? Next time you endure a Cowboys fan,
okay.
You know, sometimes they get, you have they're like dogs. Some dogs are rabid. That means they bop. You need a shot to be able to deal with some Cowboy fan. They rabid. Let me tell you something. How about this? Next time you encounter one, how about if you just make a friendly wager with them? Non-monetary wager. Here's the wager. If the Cowboy fans don't do what that Cowboy fan, if the Cowboys don't do what that Cowboy fan is projecting, we don't get to the Super Bowl. This our year. You let them know right now. Okay, let's make a bet. If they don't, then you can't come to me with no more Cowboy foolishness, at least for a year. You got to take a year off.
Jimmy, they going to welch on the bet.
I wouldn't make that bet.
Jimmy, they going to welch on the bet, Jimmy.
So that means you really don't mean what you're saying, what you're spewing.
No,
you don't
just
mean
saying that you can't have sports without the Cowboys. I don't get it. It's the #1 franchise in the world. So what are you talking about? So how are you going to have a sports narrative if you don't talk about that team in Arlington? I'm just saying.
Jimmy, didn't y'all tell me the reason James Harden don't get no pub because he ain't won no championship, right? These dudes
5.
ain't won a championship in 25 years. Half of the people around here weren't even born. A couple of them was babies. A little old Jacoby and Gary, they didn't even know. Them people ain't never known y'all to be winning nothing. So I just don't understand. Jimmy, and you talking about, Jimmy, they gonna make a bet with you. Okay, we'll bet. Jimmy, they gonna welch on the damn bet, man. Cause you remember what the man just told me? He said, Hatter, I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. I love them. If y'all had heard him say that, y'all see, I'm not giving it a effect.
Here's how disrespectful you are. I'm looking at the background, and it's a Philadelphia background. The Eagles, my boy Jalen Hurts.
That's not a Philadelphia background.
It says
that's the Strand in London. That's Adelphi. That's the Strand in London that I happened to visit a couple of times.
Put Arlington up there. Take it down and put Arlington.
Excuse me.
Listen, how about we're going to have this bet? Let's have this bet. Every Sunday, because there's going to be a lot of Sundays, the Cowboys win, I want y'all to put the big screen behind you. I want you to put AT&T Stadium. That's what we're going to do every time they win.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Every time they win, okay. I will. What you going to
do? Okay. Yeah, no, that's the thing. What are you going to do when they lose? That's the whole thing. Cowboy fans, y'all are known for welching. Whatever you claim you're going to do, then I need you to double down. What you gonna do if you don't do what you claim you're gonna do?
If the Cowboys, every time they lose,
I need a double bet.
Get him. Yeah.
I need whatever you claim you're gonna do, what are you gonna do when you don't do what you said you was gonna do? Because you're gonna renege. I need to know to double down.
Make it light on yourself. Because we loaded this year. Y'all see when they put that boy Michael Parsons on the defensive end? Y'all see what he did number 11?
Oh, you're a bad man.
We a bad man.
Hell to the no, to the no. Come on. Hell no, to the no.
Listen.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Hey,
my
you know
bad.
What they call it? It's like the hate that hate produced, baby. All I'm saying is keep on the hate that hate produced. Don't worry.
Man, I need to quit. I need to.
Hold on. Run that thing again. Get back to me again. They got the hat match.
Jimmy, what you call that? You see him do the little lock.
Hey, Chris, I got it. When you lose, you're gonna paint remember that wrestler Kamala, the Ugandan giant? We're gonna paint a star on your forehead and put the zero, the no sign on your star. You're gonna put that's what I need you to do. When the Cowboys lose, they play Monday night. Night. Next Monday, they hosting Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia. You just called it out.
Unfortunately,
all I need you to do
his daddy,
is
listen, all the Channel View and North Shore and all of them gonna be up there. And unfortunately, I just hope that. And listen, if they need me to, I tell them I pay for all the sandwiches and I pay for all of the Gatorade to get up there because they gonna get the brakes beat off of them. That's all I'm telling you. First home game of the season at the big screen. Hey man.
So when you lose that game, here's the thing: when you lose that game, are you gonna put I need a star on your forehead. I need you to just paint it on there with some blue makeup or some chalk. I don't give a damn what you put and put the cancel sign on that star. I just need you to put it on your forehead. That's it. You want us the background. We'll give you the background. We agreed. What you asked for. You asked for that. Now we need you to put that right on that forehead, right on the top of that dome. Let's paint that little star.
Guys. We're not only gonna beat them, we're gonna destroy them. I just feel bad because I'm actually cheering for Jalen Hurts. He was terrible yesterday. Actually, I say he was terrible. They should have won yesterday. They had a couple plays they couldn't score. I think some bad calls or whatever. But nevertheless, guys, next week in Dallas and Arlington on Monday night, it's gonna be prime time. It's gonna be a prime time. You know what whooping? That's all I gotta say. Period. Next conversation.
Now, boy.
Exactly. Now. Keep it quiet. Hey man, what? I'm just telling y'all, man. It's y'all. I cannot believe y'all don't understand what y'all looking at, man. This is the year, man. This is the year we've been waiting on. I'm just telling you. Now, here's the real question: what are the Texans gonna do?
I don't care.
That's Jimmy's
team. The Texans situation is, first of all, Chris, First of all,
They don't expect
the
nothing from the Texans.
The Texans' record is the same as the Cowboys' record.
Sure
How about
is.
that? First and foremost, Secondly, the Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson, they've already put it out there this morning. He is not going to be activated, no matter what the hell happens. He's not going to be activated. And you got to realize, man, Deshaun Watson did not want to play for the Texans before this scandal became public. A lot of people don't realize back in February, Deshaun Watson made it known when they was going through the coaching search. Right before they hired the head coach now, he had already said, I am not playing. That was before. Now, don't get it twisted. Deshaun knew that this stuff was going to hit the water because lawyers inform other lawyers before. They normally give each other the cordialness of informing each other. But he already said he wasn't playing. He's not going to play for the Texans. At the same time, Hallett, now you might can shine in on this. I was reading in one of the blogs or something online, and somebody noted that even if the Texans were to activate Deshaun, that the NFL would probably, they're projecting they would probably turn right around and put him on on one of those lists.
On the exempt.
So is that what's your thoughts on that?
I mean,
and
they're not going to let Jimmy. He's not going to play this year. No matter who try to activate him. You try, because they haven't, you got to understand the process. He has damaged the shield. He can't play until he go talk to Roger Goodell. Boy, every stuff falling down on my desk. Roger Goodell. He can't play until Roger Goodell clears him to play. He's damaged the shield. And people keep forgetting it, because we ain't been talking about it. It's some stuff that's happened, and I hope I'm sorry. I hope it have this due process, but Roger Goodell don't have to deal with due process, Jimmy. All he got to say is you damaged the NFL's brand. I'm not gonna let you play, son. You can't play.
They let Robert Kraft on. They let Robert Kraft on.
Yeah.
Why won't they let him play?
Ownership has its privileges.
And so in other words, so the Texans, the reason that they have one of those, it's like one of those things. It's like a catch-22. If the Texans were to activate Deshaun Watson, the NFL follows through. They're expecting it would be a swift movement, like within a matter of hours, and put him on the exempt list or the expelled list, so to speak. I'm paraphrasing. Then that means the Texans can't trade him. The value goes down right then. They're stuck. Now they can still trade him as long as he's not on that list. But many owners know the risk, and that's why a lot of teams are saying, "Wait a minute, man. If we buy this, you ever bought a car and put the key in the ignition, turn this thing on, get ready to pull out the driveway, they can hit the other team with the same penalty as well and put him on that list." So now Miami comes into play. This is a real serious because that's one of the teams that the Texans had already been dialoguing with. Somebody leaked that out. Which side? Who knows? But now that Tua is hurt, what do you think is going to happen with Miami and Deshaun Watson?
Cam,
which we know.
You ain't got to be vaccinated down there. Cam Newton, you don't have to be vaccinated down there in Florida, man. Come on, man. Just go get Cam. Stop playing games.
But Cam gonna be out too. At some point, he gonna be out too. He have a risk of being out.
I mean, they all do. Look what happened yesterday. They all got hurt. I'm just saying.
Cam was most healthy last year. He was more healthy last year.
No. I'm talking about COVID, the COVID protocol. He gonna do something again. He was out last year. Follow me here. I'm just president's here. He was out last year with the Patriots through the COVID protocol. He came during camp. He was out COVID protocol, lost his job to the guy. So when he comes, that's why people ain't standing in line to get him. Man, they telling me every day on the phone, man, his ass better get vaccinated if he want to play football. Y'all keep trying to get Cam.
Look, Lamar Jackson not vaccinated.
Well, but he Lamar Jackson. Jimmy, what's that you texted me last night when the problem? What that shit? What did you just tell me?
When the talent is greater than the problem.
Yes.
The talent is greater than the problem. Cam, it was not. The
Yes.
talent was not
Man,
greater than
that's
the problem.
propaganda. Cam had nothing to work with last year. Come on, man. He had nothing to work with the Patriots.
They were hold up, Chris. The Patriots were balling with Cam in the beginning of the season. Then he went out, and then he went out with COVID.
Got COVID.
Yes.
Got COVID.
And then he came back. He stunk it up. So that's what Chris. Just follow.
Listen, stop.
This ain't the Dallas Cowboys.
Stop
I know
trying to
you
hate on Cam, man. Stop trying to hate on Cam.
I'm not trying to hate him. What's the hate about? You know what Cam Newton said in his tweet? He said, "Don't feel sorry for me. I'm not feeling sorry." He said, "Don't feel sorry for me. I'm all right."
Yeah, because he got some bread.
Yeah. Okay. We're good. See, the fan in you better hope Dak stay all right. Because I don't know who is that guy y'all got? Jimmy, what's that dude name?
It don't matter. Dak not getting hurt this year. You know what? The Buccaneers better hope Tom Brady don't get hurt. Who's the backup for the Buccaneers? Do you know? Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly. You better hope he don't get hurt.
Hey, what's his record? What? He ain't lost since last year. Jimmy.
Hold on. The Buccaneers are 2-0 with an asterisk. Buccaneer means pirate. They know what that means? They pirate that win from the Cowboys.
I got it. Hey, Jimmy.
With an asterisk.
Jimmy, wait a minute. How many games you got to win in the playoffs? 1, 2, 3 to get to. Tom Brady ain't lost in a long ass time. What the hell why you talking about this dude when you talk about Dak? Dak lose every damn other week.
I said I hope he don't get hurt. That's all I'm saying. Hope he don't get hurt. It's a wrap.
Okay.
But also this weekend.
How about that old boy Kyler Murray though, Jimmy? Kyler Murray, Lord have mercy.
Hey man, Kyler Murray is rolling.
I like him.
Lord have
mercy. Hey, you know what? And it's another thing, on a smaller scale. Shout out to old Vet Machete, who normally comes on the Chop Shop. She was there Thursday, pumping up. She's from Minnesota, y'all, and she's an avid Minnesota Viking fan. And I noticed them Viking fans, they don't come out on Monday too after a loss. I'm looking around. The New Orleans Saints, but y'all ain't but one more performance like from King Crab Leg, from putting on them paper sacks again. Y'all just hold tight. Y'all about two.
That's
two more performances away.
Man, I don't know. I didn't even see the game because they wouldn't let you.
He was terrible.
He was terrible.
He was terrible.
He only had 111 yards passing.
But he didn't have but 140 the week before, Jimmy.
That's exactly the point. 250 yards in 2 games. You're 1-1. Yeah, you're 1-1. But now guess what?
Was he that bad? Because I didn't see
it. Yes.
No, but understand something. You got to get the Saints in all fairness, they of all people get a mulligan on the. But his performance ain't a mulligan. Why they get a mulligan? He had 8 assistant coaches out with COVID. That matters.
And a player, and a player and a trainer. You're right.
That matters, man. 8 assistant coaches out.
And that matters. And what that mean? That means Jameis had to throw interceptions because the coaches were out.
He don't get a mulligan. I say the team for the loss. 8 assistant coaches, man, matters a lot in football. That matters a lot.
See, I didn't look for that excuse, but thank you for it.
Please stop looking for that excuse. Next conversation, please. The Saints are terrible. Drew Brees is gone. It's a wrap. All you fake New Orleans people who know y'all cheered for the Cowboys for years. You had a cup of coffee of success with the Saints. Now it's time to get back on that bandwagon. Get on I-10 to 45. We'll see you on Monday night when we play the Philadelphia Birds. Okay?
Who that talking about beating them Saints? Who that? Who that?
Say now, of course, we're closing on the top of the hour. It's 56 minutes past the hour. You're on the Chop Shop, your midday sports happy hour. We want to ask everyone to take out the time right now. Share the show. Share the show to your timelines. Share the show to your groups. Let's share the show. if you get on YouTube, give us a thumbs up right now. You can hit the share button, copy and paste it to your social media platform. Simply open up another tab and do so. Let your friends and allies know about the Chop Shop. And also we shift gears now and go right into the college football sector. First, we'll start where it's rightfully so. We should start every week on a Monday. Other stuff we're getting the big tickets football games, but the HBCUs. And we have HBCU breaking news. I'll give you shortly. But
Jackson State won?
No, they lost.
First,
my bad.
First, let's get to the winner and give props where it's due. Prairie View A&M beat HBU. That is, and that game there, Rick Godfrey, who you guys may see in the Boom Boom Room, he was hired as the PA announcer for the Prairie View football games. He's done, countless couple of pro games. He's done college games. He's done all of the games, HISD, Aldine ISD. Now he's taking his talents, and he's also did his very first football game. Prairie View hosted HBU, and PV won that game, man. Shout out to PV, 37-27. The score was in that win. And guess what? Remember, the score was 37-27. Guess what the score was at the end of the first quarter? 21-20. They came out fine. Both teams combined for 41 points in the first quarter. PV held on that win, and they parted. Now, on to some other games in the SWAC. Southern played McNeese, and that game there was a game that, that's a Louisiana. It's a pivotal game for Southern if they win. They played them close, had the lead, squandered it in the fourth quarter, were outscored 11-3, and lost 31-24. Southern lost to McNeese. Southern was at home in that game. That was a winnable game. Another game that was winnable. Alcorn had the lead over South Alabama, went into the half, 14-7, ended up losing that game 28-21. Alcorn, that was a winnable game against South Alabama, right? Another game, of course, that was winnable, and that is last but not least, of course, Chris, you just mentioned it a while ago, and that was Jackson State going over to Louisiana Monroe, who had lost 12 consecutive games. Jackson State had the lead going into the fourth quarter, 7-6. Defense is not going to get any better than that. That means the offense needed to come through. Shakur Sanders, yeah, I mean he 259 yards in the air, 28 for 41, one touchdown, one interception. But the running game for Jackson State, guys, are you ready for this? 26 total yards rushing against a team that had lost 12 straight games, Louisiana Monroe. What's your thoughts on that? Deion, you notice ain't no Deion clips today. As I said, as long as you're
I got
winning,
some Deion clips.
Show that same energy.
I got this. I'm just waiting on me to talk. You just ran your damn mouth. I'm just telling you, I think they could. If you watch the game, I'm gonna tell y'all something. First of all, screw ESPN streaming service. Cause I ain't never seen a damn Alabama game get messed up on stream. I ain't never seen nobody else get. Man, I'm so sick of ESPN. I hope we find another stream service that caters to our HBCU. Cause the game kept popping in and out. First of all, let me start there. But let me tell you something. That team right there, you can say what you want. Talking about the energy, they lost by 5 points. And that interception at the end by Shadar, bad interception. That team there is I watched that game. I haven't watched a football game from start to finish all season. I never watch them. That particular team there make me want to watch them. So I don't care what y'all got, your propaganda about that team. Go watch them play. The most entertaining team, and they lost their best defender. The best defender on a spearing, on a one. I'm so sick of this spearing thing. About the first a minute and a half of the game. So I love Jackson State. I'm gonna keep the same energy right now. I was just waiting on you to quit running your mouth so I can see. I got the same energy. That's the most entertaining team.
Yeah, they were 7-6. What was entertaining about a 7-6 game?
It wasn't no 7-6. Gee,
12 to 7.
I like defensive back. Hold up, sir. Some people like defensive football.
Oh, you do? Okay, my bad.
Yes.
Soccer. Like watching soccer.
Some people like defensive football. You should have saw the hits. You got to see the game. You can't look at the stats like the stat man there. You had to go watch the game. You have to watch the game. A shout out to Deion Sanders. Them. I got the same energy, Prime. Can't have no highlights because you didn't have me.
Based on Florida State, that would have been a good. Even though they were playing a terrible team, then they didn't win. That would have been a good win. In fact, that Florida State looked like they trended in the wrong direction.
Chris, they had the game, Chris. They just couldn't make a play.
No.
That's
the
all right.
Cowboys won the game. You know what? The Chargers maybe had the game. The Chiefs had the game, but they lost.
Yeah.
Jackson State lost.
But I'm keeping. Hold up.
That more victory stuff.
But y'all, hold up. But you asked me to keep the same energy. I'm keeping the same damn energy when they lost. So when they come back and go through this swamp, I'm gonna tear y'all damn head off. But
understand how to understand one thing. In all fairness, Jackson State, once again, they had the momentum coming into this game. This team know they had lost 12 straight, Louisiana Monroe. And your rushing game only could muster 26 yards on the ground.
And
your defense did everything that they could be asked to do against another opponent, an FB, what do they call it, FBS opponent. The defense from Jackson State held Louisiana Monroe from touching the end zone. Okay. They scored on 4 field goals.
Okay.
To get their 12 points.
Exactly. Okay. And
4 field goals.
And
so that means your offense, needed to get in position to either get them a field goal or 2, or get in the end zone. They did not do so because the rushing game opened things up for that quarterback to do what he's capable of doing, little Sanders. And
so
one of those
they held the FBC team without a touchdown, and you want to have something to say about them?
That was a winnable game. That's a team that lost 12 straight.
Of course they had a, but it's an FBC. What the hell are you used to call them an FBC for? F whatever. What's the use of calling them that name? Why you calling them that name?
They're eligible to, that team is eligible to go to a bowl game. I mean, to go into the national championship playoff. That's what that means, basically.
So maybe they lost a lot of games last year. Maybe their defense is good. Have you ever thought that their defense might have been good?
No, that ain't the case, Hallett.
You looking at scores. You haven't seen a game. Now, you know what? Let me tell you something. A wise man told me, just be quiet. When people get to talking ignorant ass, I'm done. I'm done.
You're gonna be my new agent, because when you lock into somebody, it don't matter what way you loyal.
Chris,
I know. Chris, I love that.
Chris, it just killed me when a person go sit here and talk about FBS and all of that.
But you loyal.
But they ain't good. They supposed to be.
You can't criticize them. You my new agent. I'm firing everybody.
No.
I'm hiring.
I don't mind you criticizing them, but this team. What the hell are you? Excuse me. If you ain't no good, what the hell you doing being an FBS? Then get your ass out of the FBS if you ain't no good. That's what
I'm hiring you, man. I'm hiring you, Hatter. I don't know.
Don't hire me. Don't hire me.
I don't know what you're talking about right now, but I'm hiring you.
Don't hire me. I like Jackson State. Hold up. I like Deion. I like Shadar. I like Shiloh.
Yeah,
I like Houston. The guy named Houston. Yes, I like them players. So of course, but guess what? I did something probably a lot of y'all didn't. I watched the freaking actual game. So I'm going to have a different view because I watched the actual game. That's all. That's
So what
all.
do you think about what do you think about the rushing game from Jackson State since you watched the game?
What you mean?
What's your opinion? You watched the game.
I don't care about the rushing game. You keep talking about the rushing game, Jimmy. I'm telling you, they had a chance to win the game. One play here, a third down drop, a third down drop, a third down drop, a third down drop. That should add up. You don't have to have no running game if they catch the goddamn third down drop. That's the point I'm trying to make.
If they got a running game,
you just look your ass at them stats like you do all the time. You don't pay attention to nothing else because you don't watch nothing else. The running game is
there. Hannah,
you just go look at a stat book.
If the running game is there, you're averaging 4 yards a carry. That's the threshold for a running back.
Yeah,
just get 4 yards a carry. Okay, so if you're getting 4 yards a carry, that's the threshold that everybody, no matter what level,
excuse me. How many yards a carry the other team got? I'm finna bust that little old theory. How many times, Coach, you talking about the run team?
Talking about the other team.
We're telling you right now.
Jackson State.
They didn't score. They just got free. All they got is field goal.
The other team lost 12 straight games. Jackson State didn't. What do you mean? We're not talking about the team that's the sorriest team in football. That's what you're saying. That's what they are. That's basically they're the longest losing streak. One of the longest losing streaks of all football.
So Jackson State should have went in there and blown that team out.
You damn right. That was a winnable game.
You got to be out your rabbit ass mind.
That was a winnable game.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Y'all got to be out your mind.
It was a winnable game.
You don't. Hey, stick to high school basketball. You don't know nothing about no goddamn football.
Then Prairie View playing. So Prairie View was supposed to be HBU.
I don't care about no Prairie View. What are you talking about, Prairie View?
Hold on. This is a very similar.
Hold up. This team. Hold up. That team you talking about Prairie View played against, they just got a football team 2 years ago. What the hell you talking about? Sam Houston.
Guess what? They hadn't won a game all year. They was
Sam Houston ain't had a game. Hold up.
So that was a winnable game Prairie View had against HBU. The perfect circumstance. That ain't no perfect circumstance. And hold up. That team at HBU, okay, he wasn't coached by Bobby Bowden's son either. And coaching don't matter, but you just said James Winston, they don't have H coach. So coaching, they didn't have 6 or 8 other coaches. Coaching matters. Bobby Bowden coached that team. Bobby Bowden's son coached that team. So shouldn't that matter? Shouldn't that matter, Jimmy Hicks? Since you said coaching matter? Shouldn't that matter? Does it matter that John Lucas' son the assistant coach of the Lakers? Does that matter?
Hell no. Because he ain't no assistant.
Exactly.
I said Bobby Bowden.
No, it don't matter.
Bobby Bowden, a legendary coach. Coach son is coaching that team.
Okay.
That makes the team better.
Okay, let me give you the same example. Legendary basketball coach, and Chris Walker, you can take this because you was an employee there. Legendary basketball coach named Bobby Knight. His son took over at Texas Tech. How did that work out? How did that work out? Did that matter?
Hold on. So you tell me they never won?
How did that work out?
They won more games than that guy on the damn screen.
That's basketball. They play more games. Hallett, what are you talking about?
Hey, coach,
basketball. What place did they come in?
Hold on. He won more games. Hold on. He won more games than the coach before him because he got fired. Too. So what are you talking about, Jimmy? Hey, Jimmy, you don't, Jimmy. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all go. We can go to the next subject.
Once again,
y'all gonna lay off Deion Sanders.
I just gave you an example about this legendary coach stuff.
What I had a name for y'all. What's that name I used to call y'all? I got a name. I'm gonna lay off you Willies today, man. I heard where the Willies got originated. Oh my God, Chris, I read up on your Willies this morning. Oh my God. Hey, let's talk about something else because I ain't letting nobody talk about Deion today. Y'all
nobody talking about Deion. He just didn't win. That's all.
Huh?
Tell me
he didn't win.
Deion gonna make it. Tell him I love the shades. I love the chains. Got to win, bro. Got to win. Just got to win.
So he got to win every game.
If he keep talking, he got to. It's how it works. He better win the SWAC. It's how it works, Adam. I'm sorry.
That's what I just said against your homeboy. Let's go back to the NFL. Dak, $40 million making ass Dak, and you around here taking up for him. Well,
he won.
Well,
he
but
won.
last week, they
robbed us. They robbed us. We got robbed.
Well, Desean got robbed this week.
DC, who is Herb keep talking about these 2024 rankings? He talking about state, Houston? What's he talking about? Herb must have got a kid in the top 5. That's what it is.
Y'all want to go get Jimmy? You ready? Let's go to the rankings. Because, I mean, these folks, can we get these people head out of any damn thing except a ranking?
And that's
give
the
them their
rankings.
rankings.
A lot of the people, they make the rankings to these kids, and you see where it comes from. It comes from the grown folk of influence, instead of you can easily influence the kid to understand it's a person's opinion or a group of people's opinion. And guess what? Their opinion can change, and it will change over a period of time. And if you go and different people make lists, and it's funny as hell because those kids get confused because they'll see a list that comes out when they're in the 9th, 10th grade or whatnot. And then you say, that person don't know what the hell they're doing. Mm-hmm. That person, that's awful. That's like saying, just think of it as a chef. That chef can't cook. He awful in the kitchen. Everything he cook, he burns up. So then next year, that same kid get ranks higher. He's in the top 5, right? Then all of a sudden, what do you say, man? He ranked in the top 5 by that chef.
Good.
Now he's Chef Boyardee now. It's funny as hell how this stuff goes.
It's not funny. This the monster y'all created for the last 20 years. So guess what? The chickens have came home to roost. So it's okay. It's okay.
Rankings have always been out. Rankings have always been there.
Okay.
Players.
So
they're saying we didn't start this over the last 20 years.
So hold on. So people have always complained about rankings.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So guess what? It's okay. Herb, do your complaining, man.
No, but then here's the thing though. You complain about them, but you never said the sporting news was awful. They're horrible.
Know the damn sport news.
Another one. You never said Sports Illustrated was, back in the day, that's all you had. Street and Smith.
Hold up.
Man, Street and Smith, we never met them, didn't care who they was. But man, we never said, man, you know what? Burn the magazine up.
He didn't have social media back then. They might have tore it up. He didn't have the chop shop back then. Sir, whatever you want to say about rankings, let's talk about them. If y'all want to talk about it, let's talk about the rankings. We got a guy who used to like the rankings sometimes, but he'll tell you, I don't care about no rankings. But guess what? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Chris Walker. Yeah. So sometimes
whoa, what do you mean?
You was a college coach. Have you ever received a rankings report, or excuse me, a scouting service? Have you ever received a scouting service before and looked at it? Have you?
I bought a lot of RCS sports reports. Yes.
So you are part of the problem.
And I bought a lot of Texas boys basketball, Alan Branch.
I know you're going to buy them.
I bought it all. What's me?
I know you're going to buy Branch.
Rankings are a guide.
We know that. I know.
It's a guide. Don't tell you because when you get them on your campus and they can't play, you could care less about the ranking. Rankings don't matter.
Okay.
It don't matter.
Kenneth Gamble just said you didn't complain. You just used to talk about the people who rank. Okay. Thank you, Kenneth Gamble.
No,
thank you.
Kenneth talking about you. Hold on. Kenneth talking about you. Talking about me when you had.
Talking about you. When I had what? I never talked about rankings.
Oh my God! You know what?
Never.
You better stop it.
Ever.
Boy, we're gonna lose power in a minute if you don't stop.
No, Chris. No, I don't care. Y'all are the one. You the one sit up here. Herb Baker, Jimmy, you putting it on the screen yet? Have you put it on? Because I know we're gonna have to talk about it. I mean, you ain't ready to talk about it. What time you gonna talk about it?
Let me put it on there.
Because we don't want these little boys. We don't want the young fellas. We talked about them other two. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's talk about 2024. It's some 2020. Hey, everybody, call all your 2024 people and tell them to come to the chop shop right now because we got the great Chris Walker on the show today.
I don't know any of the players, so don't get me in the middle of this.
Chris, you can't call Doug? Can you call Doug? Is Doug available? Jimmy?
I'm chopping Doug up with Doug.
Huh?
I'm gonna chop him up.
He was on the show a minute ago. Find out is he available right quick.
Doug, you better not come, Doug. I'm gonna go at your neck. You better not come on here, Doug.
Jimmy, you got him? Text him, Jimmy.
No, we try to see. We see what old Doug at.
No, I want to know. I want to, because I like the way he sit up and talked about all them June bugs. Ain't nowhere in the world I can remember all them damn June bugs.
All them ball beaters.
All them damn ball beaters. Ain't nowhere in the world. Huh?
Any pros coming out of Houston in the next 2 or 3 years? Y'all see any kid got a chance to be a pro? What's the last pro to come out of Houston?
The last pro, Jared Quentin Grimes and Jared Vanderbilt were the last two.
Quentin would be the last one.
Nah.
I'm just asking, who was the last one?
I just gave you Quentin Grimes just got drafted this year, so he would be technically the last one. But
I just want to know, man. I want to see these rankings. Y'all call or tell a friend, text your last few friends you just text your last 5 friends, and tell them we finna talk about these rankings. And Big Doug, he said out the house. Big Doug called Jimmy. Called Jimmy on the bat phone. Jimmy, Big Doug, I just text. He said, what's up? Tell him to get on the chop shop. I want to hear about 24.
We're going to get
Doug. Why you messing with Big Doug?
No. He did that stuff good the other day, man. Because I didn't know not one of them little kids.
Here we are by popular demand. We have Doug Jones joining us right now in the chop shop, and we are going through the class. Let me get this thing up on the
Jimmy,
screen.
this history, Jimmy. I think this is the first time we had Chris, you, me, and Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold up, Doug, a Patriots fan. Why you come to this show?
He loved
the Patriots. Once again, the Patriots record is no worse than the Cowboys record.
But you still don't like them.
Yeah, we got the same record, man.
Jimmy, as soon as TB12 walked off of that, you know how he got in the tunnel? Hey, Doug, you remember when TB12 was in the tunnel? Talking about what's going to happen next year? And he got the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like this. I don't care nothing about Robert Kraft no more. You got rappers going and buying him a Benz that Bentley that he can buy himself. Yeah, I'm pissed off at the Patriots. Yes, I am.
We still got our bet on that game in 2 weeks too. Don't forget.
Which game? Who they playing? Tom?
Yeah.
Doug, I might be a little hungover because I'll be at the game, baby. You understand me? I'll be there.
Doug.
I might be a little hangover. I might have forgot how to bet you by that time.
Hey, Doug, you've been a Patriots fan for like 3 years, right? How long you been a Patriots fan?
No, I ain't been a Patriots fan.
I've been a Patriots fan since Bledsoe got drafted.
Oh, Doug.
You know what, Doug? Stop.
Doug, you weren't but 2 years old when Bledsoe got drafted.
Seriously, I was a Drew Bledsoe fan when he was at Washington State.
Hold up, Doug. Hey,
Doug, you ain't that damn old, Doug.
You ain't that damn old, Doug. Hold up, Doug.
I'm 38.
Hey, Doug, let me correct everybody that knows Doug. Anybody that knows Big Doug, just like Jimmy got his hats, Big Doug got a fresh set of hats. And he has never worn a Patriots hat since I known Big Doug. So stop lying, Big Doug.
No, I'm not. Man, I'm gonna have to see you a picture of my Patriots hats, man.
No, Doug. This is what I need you to do, Doug. I want you to go back and get me some old Drew Bledsoe clips you done kept. You done cut out the damn paper. Because I don't believe, Doug, I love you, but I don't believe you on that one, boss.
That's fine.
No, sir. No, sir. Drew Bledsoe?
Yeah. Drew Bledsoe was a bad dude in college, man.
I know he was good until he got he got
him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and TB12 came in, and the rest is history. Chris, I just love TB12.
I mean,
Jimmy,
is what it is, man.
Jimmy, you ready? You ready, Jimmy?
In 1 second,
tell me when you're ready, because we got the expert Doug Jones.
Now, Doug Jones, before we get up, of course, this past weekend, tell them where you was at this past weekend, what gyms you was in, and a little bit what you saw.
Oh, Lord.
I was at Lucas B. Elite Camp in They had a lot of talent from all across the country in there, man. It was a bunch of good kids, a bunch of talent, like the who's who of up and coming kids in the country. So it was a good look.
Doug, how did Dennis Scott's son look?
He was solid, man. He was solid. He could shoot it just like his dad. Long. He really, really long.
Yeah, I saw.
Crazy long. I didn't know Dennis Scott was that tall.
Yeah.
Hey Doug,
it's
solid. It's solid. Hey Doug, is solid code for he stunk it up? What's solid mean? I'm just curious.
Yeah. What's solid
No,
mean?
solid, man. Now, if he was stunk it up, I would have been like he stunk it up. But he was solid. He wasn't spectacular. He wasn't bad. He was solid.
Doug, I got to tell you something, Doug. I saw this little dude last night I done fell in love with. I saw the video. I done fell in love with Jacob Cole. I don't care how you like him. I don't care how Jimmy like him. Bel Air basketball will see Robert Hatter back at I ain't been in Bel Air basketball since Jimmy was 2012. So 2013.
Somebody called me about Somebody called me about that kid the other day.
Oh my! That's one of my new boy.
Hey,
Y'all talking about somebody?
You know they play against Beaumont United on Thanksgiving weekend.
I can't. Hey, but what Bart Scott said, Chris, can't wait. Jacob Cole is my dude. Y'all tell him, all your Bel Air people, tell him when you ball, you get the call. I kept hearing people talking about he this. I know what he ain't this. What I saw, I know what he is. Y'all can tell me about what he ain't, Chris. But boy, Chris, what you used to say? Long, athletic, and recruitable. How about that? Okay,
absolutely.
That's all part of that class in the class of 2023 of Greater Houston. Right now is 4 kids that, and we'll talk about them later on. We do these rankings. Damn, and waiting on Chris to cue back up. But Doug, without further ado, we can put that thing on the screen and we can start rolling that thing on up and get everybody. And that way you can shrink everybody when Chris come back. And now we released 50 names right now. Mm-hmm. We will expand this list when the magazine comes out in November. So what that means, over the next month, a lot of these young men will have an opportunity to play themselves to increase their stock going into the magazine, which is a hard copy publication. That means you holding that thing and that's going to be there forever. These rankings on the internet is updated, it's going to be come and go. But that magazine is something about that hard physical copy of a periodical that can last forever. So without further ado, as you see, this is number 50. And we have, we're scrolling on up, and while going through, and as we'll scroll up a little bit. And once we get to a certain number, we'll let Doug and we'll chime as well. So I'm going up slowly. If you're looking on the screen right now, can you guys see that, Hatter?
Yeah.
You need me to
we see it.
So need me to do something like
if you want to make it bigger, you can. Yeah.
I just did.
Okay. And then I'll scoot us over a little bit. All right. So
we're going slowly. And if you guys see, you notice over here next to the numbers, everybody that's watching, I'm going to go slow right now and give you a chance to share the show. Share the show right now. That way now, this is going to happen every day. We're on the Chop Shop and we're acknowledging 11. These are 10th graders. 10th graders right now. Believe it or not, boy, how times have evolved over these years. We're talking about 10th graders in Greater Houston. And this is the first installment.
Is this the first time we ever talk about 10th graders, Jimmy?
Well, it's the first time they've been ranked. This batch.
Oh, I got you. My bad.
Okay. We always put on a watch list during the 9th grade year. And when school starts, which school just started a couple of weeks ago for most institutions and most of academics around the state, we now give you your first installment of rankings. Understand something. This is by no means the finished product. It's just the first. It's just right now. This is where you put some of these guys, and they will have an opportunity to sort themselves into the correct, proper range. I'm not sure if many of these are even in the right range when you start talking about down in the 40s where we are. Now, what I do notice, you look at the heights of some of these players. It's some good length in this class.
Go back up, Jimmy. Go back up. Let me see some more. Let me look
Look,
at the
you
length.
got 6'8". There's some good length.
Okay,
in
that's
this class.
6'4". Okay, we got 6'8". Michael Olay. Okay.
Another 6'4".
Okay, 6'4".
Another
okay.
6'5", a 6'8",
Okay.
a 6'7",
Okay.
a 6'6", another 6'5", another 6'7". You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of length in this class. And it's safe to say that these are 10th graders.
Right.
Some of these guys will want to grow some more.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah.
So that means now I like this class because we have an opportunity to have multiple 6'9s or 6'8s in this class. I'm saying multiple. I mean, at least half dozen, 6 to maybe 10 in this class. Now,
Hey, Doug, you got a typo. Somebody wants you to know, Jimmy. Somebody named Cortland. Cortland something.
Or Thomas.
Cortland Thomas. Correct spelling is Cortland Thomas.
What they said, Adam?
Oh, I see. It should be CORT instead of COURT. They just missed one letter. Doug, but correct that because you want people's names to be right.
And Doug, as Doug keep going, now we're going to get to where.
Thank you, Alfio.
What I do with Alfio, and like I say, thank you. Now we're going to ask you, Alfio, get us a picture of Cortland Thomas. Since while we were going to correct on our end, do your part on your end. Get us a photo. We need a photo.
Alfio sent the picture. Fred, I got to send over to you.
And do me a favor.
2023 class too.
And
Jimmy, turn Doug up a little bit if you can. Turn him up just a tad.
There you go.
You know he got that Marco Spoon ass boy. Okay.
So now we're in the 30s right now.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay, Doug Anson Johnson, and we're going up. We're going up. As you see, these young men, this is Greater Houston's. These are sophomores, and we're going through the list. And what we do is we'll start at 25.
You gonna start at 25? Okay.
Yeah, we start.
Oh, that's my boy Jalen. You better start at Jalen. Jalen Johnson in the 9th grade? Oh, that's another Jalen Johnson.
10th grade. That's not the same one.
I mean, in the 10th grade.
No, that's not the one from Summer Creek.
Oh, okay.
No, what you think about Jalen Johnson, PSAT? He played this weekend over at Jeffrey Day's fall at the event. And did you get a chance to check him out?
Yeah, Jalen, super athletic, combo guard, can score it off the wing. He can really score the ball out there, man. And he, like I said, super athletic, can get on the rim at 6'1". So if he grows anymore, it's gonna be a problem, man.
Okay. Now we'll see in Franny.
Jimmy, before you go there, what Angel asks, what is PSAT?
Now I was laughing because I was about to say that's the PSAT test, but now, in all seriousness, that's a school that's every year or two in Greater Houston, Angel, and the rest of you guys out there. There's a new basketball program or a school that's opening up. Well, PSAT, we had them on the Chop Shop last month.
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes.
And they're having multiple sports. And the former Houston Astros head coach, back when Angel worked for the Houston Chronicle, he actually was the beat writer for the Houston Astros. Remember, one year they took him out of high school basketball, out of high school sports, and Angel got assigned to baseball.
Angel be moving around. Yeah.
And Bo Porter was the head coach of the Astros. I think that may have been the time, might have been before Angel got assigned to that, because Bo was the head coach about 2013. But he works with PSAT.
Okay.
They have a basketball program. They're gonna have they got girls basketball starting up next year, and several sports. So that's the new. They're gonna be housed, I think, based out of the Legacy, not called Legacy, the Luella Sports Complex. That'll be their home, away from home. And this is the new kid on the block. Gotcha. They played this past weekend, Doug. How did they do over at G-Day's event this past weekend?
Oh, I think they lost one game, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't get a chance to make it out to G-Day event, but I think they lost one game, though.
Okay. And so that's PSAT. And so now
Okay.
we're going
All
up.
right.
We're doing Will C and Franny. What you have to say about him, Doug? Galveston Ball.
Yeah, Galveston Ball kid plays for Houston Flight and Assembly. Just a tough, grimy guard that just does all the dirty work. And this is just a tough all-around kid.
Okay. Aaron Valentine, Bush High School.
Yeah, he's a two-sport player, plays football for Bush, supremely athletic, brings the toughness that you need on the basketball court, coming over from football, plays for the Hoops 15U. Played a really solid role for them, too. Sometimes he actually led them in scoring, just like doing all the dirty work, picking up garbage points, rebounding, being tough.
Okay. Nathan Law at St. Thomas Episcopal is number 22 on the list.
Yeah, he has a chance to be top 15 before it's all over. The nephews of Richard Law, smooth, can shoot the laces off the ball.
And of course, that's Nathan Law. We just tuned in. We're doing the rankings. And next up, number 21, Chris Tippins, Cy Ranch High School.
So,
Chris Tippins, Cy Ranch High School, number 21, 6'5".
old wing player, plays down low sometimes. Played on a really solid Defenders 15U team. I thought they did. They actually won the JRB event this year, I think. But yeah, he's just a solid guy, gets stuff done in the paint, and gonna be big. I think he's gonna help out that Cy Ranch team. That Cy Ranch team gonna be really, really deep and really good.
Yeah, indeed. Cy Ranch is definitely one of the teams to watch out for. Next up, we have Aaron Perez, Klein Collins High School. He makes a debut at number 20 on the RCS Sports ranking. He's 6'2" at Klein Collins High School.
Klein Collins, Aaron, another guy that plays for that Defenders team. Guard, can shoot it a little bit. That's all I really have to say about him.
Okay. Next up, we go to next up, and of course, this is in the top 20 right now. Bryce Matthews at Clements High School.
Go down a little bit more, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the point guard. He ran the show for T-Mac's team this summer. Good leader. Mm-hmm. He had two wing guys that got most of the praise, and Zakiel Registy and Deshaun Brody, but he was the key to the call, man. That kid was just a solid leader on the floor, man. One of the top pure point guards in that class for sure.
Hallett, you know his pops over there, don't you? That used to be one of your debate buddies all the time. That's Jeff Matthews' son.
That's little Bryce play.
He in the 10th grade now.
Oh, hell yeah. Excuse me. Heck yeah, he can play. That's my dude.
You got to take a picture of the screen and text it to Jeff Matthews. He's missing the chop shop while we're talking about his baby.
Let me see. I forgot about Bryce, man. Wow. Yeah, he can play. Yeah.
It's small world.
Yeah.
Of course, Clements is going to be one of those teams next year. They're young this year, but next year in 2022, I'm looking for Clements to make a strong push. They could understand. I don't think they have enough to win to get to state or get to the regional finals this year, but they have enough to keep you from getting there. That's even this year. That's where doesn't one of the Elijah Wan's sons play over there? I think doesn't he, Doug?
The younger one.
The young one. So,
no, both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them over there.
So now we have number 18, Jarrell Baron, Atascocita High School, 6'3".
Yeah, that's one of the kids Coach Martinez is really excited about. He has a lot of kids in the 2024 class that he's excited about, but he's definitely one of them. He said he's going to help tremendously down the line and maybe this year as well. So he's super excited about that kid.
Okay. Next up, number 17. If you're watching the Chop Shop right now, share the show. If you hadn't done so, Jaden Gambrell at number 17, 6'3", Madison High School. What you think about Gambrell?
Yeah, he's a walking bucket. He can really score the ball just like his older brother, Jeremiah. Looks just like him, plays just like him. Looks unorthodox, but at the end of the day, he's going to have about 20. So
Okay. And of course, next up, that's number 17, number 16, Cameron Patterson, Summer Creek High School, 6'3". What do you think about Cam?
Now, first time I saw Cam was 2 years ago at the middle school championships, and loved this game. Then loving now. One of the best shooters in the class. Made some big time shots this past year for Summer Creek, and with a couple of defections from Summer Creek, he's gonna play a bigger role this year.
Okay, so
Hey,
now
Chris,
we're in the top 15.
Hold up, Jim. Hey, Chris, have you noticed have you looking at the height of these guys? A lot of these guys are 6'2" and 3" and up, man, in this class, Chris. You know, we got
Yeah,
I
I like that size, man. That's what it takes. You know, if you want to get to a high level, man, you got to have some size. But it makes sense that as you start going up, the guys are getting bigger and bigger.
Okay. Come on, Jim.
Okay, next up we have number 15, Dalen Porter from Cy Falls High School. Another with some height
6'5"
and some 6'5". What's up with Dalen Porter, Doug?
And extremely athletic, man. That kid can get off the floor, rebound, tough. He's gonna help South Falls out a lot this year with Josiah McWright. South Falls, my man Coach Flores over there might be back, man.
Uh-oh.
That's good.
And so next up we have at number 14, we have different territory now. Another kid with some height.
PSAT
Kevin
again.
Pryor,
Wait a minute.
PSAT in the house again. 6'6". What's up on him, Doug?
Kevin Pryor's the wing. Super athletic. He played really, really well at Ruck on Wood. Actually had one of the plays of the weekend when he dunked on somebody. So PSAT, I can see why they went 3-1 this past week. They got some big young talent over there. And he's gonna play a big role over there.
And of course, we're going up.
Tell Jeffrey Day the next time he has something like that, man, I might have went out there to see that. I mean, but I should have been where Jacob Cole was. That's my new. Hey, Chris, and I found out, Chris, how you know about Jacob Cole. I done found out because somebody's on the feed saying that's how you found out. But keep going, Chris. Jimmy, you know I had to watch.
Braylon Miller from Silsby High School, 6'1". Another kid that has some good size. What's going on with Draylon? Number 13.
Draylon plays he's another two-sport star, starring at safety and receiver on the football field and on the basketball court. Man, he's just a strong guard that just gets stuff done. Probably had about 10 double-doubles this past year from the guard spot. A great rebounding guard and part of that that 2024 class at Silsby. They should win a state championship in the next 3 years.
Okay, you said they should?
Yeah, they should.
You know, Booker T. Washington Yates are listening right now, right?
No, man. Okay, next.
Another kid, number 12. Another kid with some good length. Chris Paye from Beaumont United. What's up with Chris?
Wait a minute.
Paye?
Hold up. Stop, Jimmy. Jimmy,
Paye.
stop this. Beaumont United got another one?
Oh, man. Dude, man, remember this, Howard. This year's Beaumont United team, they're the defending state champions in 5A classification. They went, 39-0, I think, last year?
30-0, I think.
It was more than 30. 30.
It might have been 39.
I don't know if it was 39, but it was more than 30. They definitely played more than 30 games. Now, how about this? This year's team, Terrence Arsenault, who committed to the University of Houston over the weekend.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Yeah.
He's the only 12th grader listed on the roster.
Oh.
So that answers your question.
Okay.
And they're the favorite to repeat. And he's the only 12th grader. That means everybody comes back except for Terrence Arsenault in 2020. So Clarence Paye, what's on with him, Doug?
Man, Clarence Paye, if you look too fast, he looks just like Terrence Arsenault. They built alike. He started a couple of games last year. He's a solid forward. Can shoot it a little bit from mid-range, rebounded. He played the key role over there at United, man. He had some key moments last year in the undefeated run for sure.
Yeah, and of course, Marissa's on watching. She says BU is deep. They only lost one senior last year. No, I think they had more than one senior.
Nah, that's the only senior that played that they lost. That was the only one.
Okay. So they were, yeah. There we go,
He was the
Marissa.
only senior that
Hold it
played.
down then. Hold it down. There we go. So Beaumont United, keep your eye on them. And once again, look at these heights of a lot of these guys. That's why, Chris, you mentioned, we asked you a while ago, we tossed it back to you, Chris Walker, career college coach over 2 decades. And what does size mean? And when you're looking at the list, does it matter at all when you're sifting through a lot of these rankings lists?
I mean, look at the NBA today. Everything is sized up, right? Think about it. You got guys playing point guard that are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". That used to be a slot field for like Isaiah Thomas, who's 6'1". Those things there's just not that way anymore. I mean, it's just, you got guys even like Kyrie. Those guys, they may look skinny or Steph, but they tall, man. Steph's 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
Like those guys are not as small as you think.
Yeah.
So if a guy is 6'5" that can do the same thing that guy 6'1" does, who's better?
That's right.
The guy 6'5", because height has now become a talent. I know it sounds crazy, but it's an intangible. So size matters. That's why you see a lot of bigger guys handling the ball and stuff. Because as they start, like guys like Dirk and Luka Doncic. Look at Luka Doncic.
Oh my goodness, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when guys like that start handling the ball, that's what made guys like Trae Young just unbelievable. He's a little dude.
Yeah, he
doing the stuff that he does. He's a phenomenal player. Dame Lillard doing what he does. But hey, CJ McCullough can handle that rock. Paul George can handle that rock. So I mean, like when you get guys that are that big handling the ball, that just makes the game, makes them so much better and so much more recruitable to college coaches.
Thanks, Chris.
Coach Lucas said the same exact thing Saturday at his camp. He told those kids the same thing.
Uh-huh.
What did he say, Doug?
About like the days of the 6'8", 6'9" forwards are gone, and like a lot of these 6'8", 6 guys are moving out to the perimeter because they're so skilled. And if you want to get to that level that everybody aspires to get to, you got to start working on that skill.
All right, we got
What's the next?
We got another lady that just chime in. We always love when the ladies chime in on the Chop Shop. Of course, Dora Leblanc. Dora's up in there. She says size matters, but also weight, vertical speed, reaction, luminous. And Chris, you as a college coach, that matters. All that stuff matters as well.
I mean, it all matters. When you see kids in high school, though, some of them are really thin. Some of them haven't been on a weight program yet. They haven't been exposed to what they're going to see in college. No matter what they do in high school, when they get to college, it's 24/7. Trying to breathe it in. If you're trying to get to the next level, you definitely have a different type of commitment. Even if you ask a football guy, they may work out, but when they get to college, we're talking about nutrition. You can't eat certain stuff. Some guys need to gain weight. Some guys need to lose weight. Some guys need to get more muscle. Some guys are too brolic and they need to slim down. It just depends on your body type and what position you're playing. But the one thing for sure is when you get to college, they're putting weight on you. They're going to, because the bang with those guys, if you look at any kid as a freshman and look at them as a senior, they look completely different. Habit, Lil Robert, when he came in to when he graduated, completely different.
From
and
165 to 190.
Yeah, they're growing. Their bodies are different, So if you want to compete at a high level, man, bigger, stronger, faster, man. All that stuff matters.
Jimmy, what's the next guy?
We're going up to the next guy, and that is number 11. Another kid from the Golden Triangle, Jarrell Harris, 5'11", Silsby High School. Man, every time a Yates line hear that name, they should.
Hey, Jimmy, Jimmy, this is a part of the little crew that was the ninth
Jarrett
grade.
averaged over 20 points a game in the playoffs last year for Silsby.
Wow.
Is these the little?
His game reminds me of Brandon Ingram, the way Brandon Ingram plays every time I see him play.
At 5'11".
At
5'11", yeah. But he plays much bigger because he's crazy long, though.
He's going to grow the way his body frame is set. He's going to grow. He's going to hit a spurt. I don't know what he's going to end up at. I'm not the physician or nothing, but you could tell the way his frame is set up that it doesn't look 5'11" from the stands.
He looked long. He looked long. Yeah. That was one of the freshmen. That was one of the freshmen that started for Silver too, right, Jimmy? He had a group of little freshmen that started.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Him and Draylon. He and
Draylon.
Yeah.
They were two of that part of that crew.
Okay.
And that's the reason that Doug said they should win state the next 3 years. So we're gonna see how that go. And I know, I know Booker T. Washington is watching and listening. I know Jack Gates is as well.
Oh, okay.
You know,
what's the next guy?
Now we had as
Top
we
10.
go into the top 10. Show him a video. Archie's on there right now. Archie gets sponsored with a video.
I could not. I didn't load it. I didn't look at my stuff this morning. I had too much work to do this morning. So I get them tomorrow.
We go to the top 10, and then number 10, Anthony A.J. Bates, Seven Lakes High School. This is a young man he started varsity as a freshman and led them in assists and I think steals as a freshman. Now he's going into his sophomore year.
And got him to the playoffs too.
Oh, that's right. Seven did make playoffs. 6'2". Okay, what's going on with AJ Bates?
AJ is a good point guard, man. Solid. No, pass first, love to get his teammates involved, but he can score it. Really good defender, long arms, so I can see why he let him in steals. Just a good leader on the court, and led him to the playoffs. They gave him the keys from day one, and coach loves him over there.
Okay, now number 9.
Okay.
Is Jacoby Osborne from Elkins High School.
I remember him.
Chris Walker, some more length for you, Chris Walker. 6'4". What's going on with Jacoby?
Jacoby, athletic, man. Athletic, strong, tough forward, man. Him and Chris Johnson gonna form a formidable foe for Elkins. He played JV last year because they were so senior heavy, but he definitely could have been on varsity and been a contributor last year.
Hey, Chris, let me tell you how I know this young kid, Chris. He was in the finals of the middle school championship Jimmy had out there a couple of years ago, and he went to Lake Olympia. And I thought he was gonna go to Hightower, and he went over to Elkins. I was hoping he went to Hightower. But yeah, I remember that little kid. And Jimmy, he was 6'4" then. So he was alone then. He just hadn't had his other little growth spurt. But I remember him. I remember him real well.
Hey, Doug, I got a question. So these kids are going into their sophomore year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doug, what's the percentage of the top 25 guys that actually played varsity last year as freshmen?
I think all of them played except for him.
Oh, wow!
So everybody that you've named in the top 25 played. No, not the kid from Atascocita, right? Baron.
No, the one from Atascocita did. But
okay, that's true.
Let me go back down.
Else did.
Let's do a quick scan.
It may be Chris Tippins from Siren.
Where was Jalen Johnson at last year?
Jalen Johnson was at Legacy, so I think he was at Legacy.
So he was on his second
team. He
was
on the 3A team.
Okay, so we'll see a funny. Did he play varsity last year?
Yeah, he played that ball. Yeah.
Aaron Valentine at Bush.
I think he was on varsity. I'm not sure, but I don't think he got a lot of playing time. But he was on varsity though.
Nathan Law.
I didn't see St. Thomas Episcopal last year, so
okay. Chris Tippins.
He wasn't on varsity.
Okay.
Last year.
Aaron Perez, Klein Collins.
He was.
Bryce Matthews at Clements.
No.
Yeah.
Bryce did? I didn't know Bryce was.
I think he was on varsity in Clements last year. Him and Divine.
Okay. All right.
You mentioned the kid from Tassita, Jalen Gambrell.
Yeah.
Patterson.
Absolutely.
Dalen Porter.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Where was Devin Pryor at last year? Because there was no PS.
I think he went to Side Springs, and I think he was on varsity last year.
Draylon Miller.
Started at Silver.
Chris Paye.
Clarence Paye.
I'm sorry, Clarence Paye.
Yeah, he was on varsity for United. He actually got a lot of playing time in the state championship game.
Jared Harris.
Started at Silver.
AJ Bates.
Started at Seven Lakes.
Jacoby Osborne.
Wasn't on varsity.
So that's 5 out of right now. We're in the top 25. Right now, we only have 5 that did not play varsity. That's a hell of a percentage right now. And we're gonna see how this thing ends up. Now we're at number 8, and that is Chris McDermott from Booker T. Washington High School. What's going on with him? 6'7".
Oh, I heard
Chris
him.
McDermott is really good, big kid. Could finish around the rim, rebound. He was going to be on varsity at Washington, but he transferred over from the height. So that's the only reason he wasn't on varsity last year.
Yeah, so he was on varsity for the Heights where he initially started. So he counts. He just, when he transferred, he was ineligible for playing varsity because of the transfer rule. So he was on varsity though at the Heights. He was penciled in, would have been there starting in their front court at the Heights. Now, number 7, Divine, you mentioned him a while ago, Ugo Chukwu from Clements High School, another player from Clements. And what do you think about Divine?
Divine can score the ball long. He's another one that's he's gonna grow into that 6'1" frame. He split time this summer with the Hoops and Akeem Olajuwon's team, but just a solid all around, like a really, really good player. He has top 5 potential. At the end of the day, like when they're going into their senior year, like he has top 5 potential.
I can't wait to see him. I got to write him down, Chris.
I don't know who in the top 6, but it looks like the Houston Hoops 15s. I don't know who he is, and the Team Fox got a pretty good team.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. You're paying attention to that. And the next one, of course, is another Hoops. That's Justin Begg from Episcopal High School. That's Christian Begg's son. It is. He's 5'9". What do you think about Justin?
I love the Begg.
Pure point guard, man. Just love getting his teammates involved, and kids like playing with him, man, because they know they're gonna get the rock. He made the top 30 at the CP3 camp, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something like that.
And with another guy that's coming up, Episcopal's gonna be formidable, man. And yeah, they're gonna be fun to watch.
Let me tell you something, Doug. Over all of these rankings, we've been talking. We went to 22, 23, and 24. You have never gave a kid a compliment like you just said. You said the kids love playing with him because they know they're gonna get the right. That's the first thing.
Yeah, you can tell. Like you can watch and tell like the kids, what kids gravitate towards other kids, and just watching them from afar. Like even watching them this weekend at the Lucas camp. Like all the kids went and was communicating with him, so I just pay attention to stuff like that.
Okay.
So here's the top 5.
Hold up, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy. This is the other thing that people should think about. Think about what just happened right there. So Hatter said that Doug pointed out an intangible that he did not bestow on anybody else, and Doug followed up by saying you can tell that people like playing around him, which means that Doug is watching stuff off the court. Like you could tell people gravitate to him. So what people and parents need to understand is everything matters. People are watching you even when you're off the court. So Doug just made a comment about, man, look, that kid there must be special. Look how everybody's, gravitate toward him. He must be a good kid. He must be something, So that's a good thing for people to understand.
There you go. And of course, now we're rolling into the top 5 of the RCS Sports class of 2024. These are 10th graders from around Greater Houston, which is a very talented class. This class right here, when we get done, I'm gonna give you a trajectory of how many Division I signees that I'm projecting out of this class, even though they're young, and we'll put that in a mental envelope and seal it for 2 years from now. But now, number 5 in the area. How about another kid from Beaumont? Cade Dotson at Beaumont United, Hatter. Your favorite
man, I'm
school,
getting so sick. Man, something is going on up there at Beaumont United. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Played with the JL3 and, of course, the Beaumont Thunder this past summer. What's going on with Cade Dotson?
Cade Dotson was actually the quote-unquote starting point guard for United last year. He shared the point guard title with the only senior that was on the team, but he could shoot it, run a team, and is a solid defender. He played when he wasn't playing with JL3. He's playing with his dad, but they just loaded at United, man. It's ridiculous. Like all the good kids that play basketball at Beaumont go to United, so they're gonna be tough to beat.
And of course, Doug and Jeffrey Day is right there on the feed. He said a lot of guys, and of course, Dora said she loves your eye. Doug, I don't know what color your eyeballs is, but she loves.
What are you looking at Doug's eye?
I know one thing she don't love his Patriot. I know one thing she don't love his Patriots hat because he don't have one. Keep going.
Man, I
Hey,
got
man,
a bunch
all
of
I can tell you, I can't
know I
wait to
don't
see
have no
Divine.
cowboy hats. I know that.
Hey, Doug, I can't wait to see Divine. So, Herb just said something about Divine, remind me of him of Rashid Suleiman. Rashid was
You
one
know
of the
what?
most
Hey,
talented 10th
Bird's
graders
not lying.
I ever
That's
seen.
absolutely correct.
Yeah. Rashid was a
Yeah.
walking in. I used to call him Lil Kobe when he was in the 10th grade. Yeah. I can't wait to see Divine.
Divine got some stuff with him, man.
Okay.
And
What's
of
the
course
next one,
now
Jamie?
we and Doug Jones, G-Day also mentioned in the Boomer Room, he says to remind you guys how many, understand, a lot of you guys don't know, Doug Jones, Jeffrey Day, they are in the gyms. And we last season, we took a tally, right? We had a running total of how many, we had a schedule. Whenever somebody would go to a high school game, it's kind of like logging in. We logged in and kept a tally of all the games during the regular season that each one of us went to, and which was kind of cool because that way we knew where everybody was going to be ahead of time. And that tally, I think it came out combined between Doug Jones, Jeffrey Day, and myself. I think it was like over 200 games that we saw.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Over the
and I don't even live out there.
So we
Yeah,
I
you
understand.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, you can tell that to somebody else. Huh?
Doug, you live at that airport Marriott. Stop lying.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Jim, you can't be telling the main spot, man.
Hey, that what, man? Doug Sangle, he can mangle if he want to, man. Leave
No,
Doug
but
alone.
you don't want everybody to know where.
Hey,
don't know.
if Simeon want to sow his royal oats, let him do so. Put
No,
a sock in
man,
it.
no,
Put a
Doug.
sock in it,
Hey,
Jockey.
Jimmy, this is a PG rated show. No, Doug. Doug is a nice young man, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, so that now we're going to the
Who
top.
we got?
We're in the top 5. Now we go to number 4, Greater Houston, the 10th graders. We'll see if some more size. Oh, some more size. Look at that.
Oh, that's my dude right there now.
Robert Miller III, Pasadena Memorial High School, played for TJ Ford basketball. What do you think about that?
Man, Robert Miller came to Ruck on Wood and put the city on notice, man.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do,
He
dude?
put the city on notice like, hey, y'all thought a certain dude might be the best player in the class, but I'm going to have something to say about it, man. That dude Motor is on 1,000. He runs the floor, rebounds, finish around the rim, man. They do really good, man. Block shots, like, ain't nothing sweet in the paint against him.
And of course, Robert Miller this past weekend at Jeffrey Day's event,
What did you do?
Hallett and Chris, he's 6'8".
Yeah.
He's at Pasadena Memorial High School.
Right.
He accumulated 20 block shots in 4 games, I think, this past weekend
like
in this
him.
event. So
Great.
that's one
like
thing. When
him.
I say you watch him on the defensive end first. And the offense, of course, these are 10th graders, the offense is going to come, but he's in a perfect district where he can flourish and probably set some records in the front court at Pasadena Memorial. Now we only have, and then there were 3.
Hey, man, they telling it on you on here, Doug. Herb Baker said you was on the airport. You was at the airport Hyatt Regency last night with one of them parents.
Oh, man, I was in Port Arthur, Texas last night, man.
Hey,
Doug,
be
you're
sick,
not,
man.
Doug, you're not doing special favors for rankings, are you?
I'm not what?
You're not doing special favors for rankings, are you?
Hey,
man, what we got at number 3, man?
Cookie Monster. Keep going.
Number 3, Luke Caldwin.
Wait a minute. Who is
Katie
Luke
Tompkins High School.
Made first team out district at Katie Tompkins last year as a freshman.
Wait a minute.
To shoot the lights out.
Wait a minute. Jimmy.
Yeah.
He got the hair, right?
Yeah, got the hair.
Yeah.
He played with the hoop. Yeah, I saw him. Who was coaching that team, Jimmy? The hoops team.
Damian King.
Yes, I saw them. Yeah. Keep going, Doug. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Keep going. What about Luke?
No, I'm just saying, like, he can shoot the ball at a high clip. Just a good guard. He has like he's in right now, top 5 potential. Like he could easily be the number 1 kid in the class.
What?
Man, so wow, that's strong right there.
Yeah, this class is really good, man. Really, really good.
So now we go with as we did last week. We go with number 2 and number 1 at the same time, and this is the 10th grade rankings from rcsports.com, and this list is the first time that we've actually put these kids into numerical order. This list will be revised again. Remember, they have a month. There's going to be several events. You got the Super 16 coming up. You have the freshman. I'm sorry, the Seed King Fall Shootout that's going to be coming up on October the 16th. So if one of your schools and one of your young men is on here, I strongly encourage you to get. If they're not playing in the Super 16, then you should strongly consider putting that team into the Seed King Fall Shootout. That way, RCS Sports will be in the building and evaluating those kids on October the 16th at Seed King. And you know, I mean, remember the coaches can't coach them. It could be anybody just like yourself. You can assemble the kids, get with the parents, and of course you want to get the coach's blessing and let them know, hey, look, I want to put them in this event so they can get evaluated. Otherwise, you're leaving it up on the mercy of the high school season until we get to see them again. Because this list will be updated for the magazine. It will be updated. So then that means don't expect. And remember, just because we don't see your kid, if he falls in the rankings, that doesn't necessarily mean we dropped him like that person. What it could mean is that the people initially below him got rewarded, and you're just a casualty of not being seen. And that's how some people don't look at it like that. And so now,
hey, Chris, is that some of that ranking? Is that some of that ranking propaganda there? What Jimmy just explained?
Jimmy just said?
Yeah, just say.
That's called witness protection. That's
okay. I figured it was something. Let's go to the let's go.
Number two and number 1, we have Zion Pipkin and Jaquil Registi.
Okay.
From Episcopal and Westfield High School alike. Some more length and height in that list. Good gracious. Number 2 and number 1. Doug, tell us what you think about Jaquil and Zion.
Jaquil was at Summer Creek last year, started as a freshman, played more on the inside, but he's transitioning to the wing, so that's going to help his recruitment out. He's probably the most athletic kid in the class. And Zion Pipkin is a walking bucket. Last year he was a Christian. He actually scored 30 at the Hoops Giving Classic, 30-something. And he's just a walking bucket, man. And the kid, when he walks in the gym, you cannot tell him he's not the best player in the gym. He's going to look at you crazy. So he plays with a supreme confidence that's going to, him and Willie Williams at Westfield, they're going to be nice, man.
Is Houston Flight a sneaker team?
No. Now, thing is, that's the team that they all played for this past summer, Chris. That does not necessarily transfer over to 2022. So be advised, these were the deck will shuffle for several of these young men in grass.
Invasion of the body snatchers.
Y'all kill me. But that's good. Good job, Dougie.
We see y'all then. Going on and Doug.
Good job, Bledsoe.
Any last thoughts?
Bledsoe. Good job, Bledsoe.
Nah, man, I'm cool, man. Tell Chris Walker that the Cowboys terrible. And except for Dak Prescott, man. I fool with that.
Boy, you live in Port Arthur. You should be watching your mouth. No better. You live in Port Arthur.
No,
please.
I just have a family full of Cowboy fans, and it makes me sick. That's why.
Tell the truth.
But,
hey, Doug, let me ask you a question, Doug. Before you knew how to wipe your own butt, what team did you cheer for?
I'm not gonna lie.
There you go. Yeah.
I was a Cowboy fan when Emmitt Smith was there.
Bye, Doug.
No, listen.
Don't hang him
The
up. Leave
only
Doug alone.
reason I was 6 years old watching college football, and I saw this running back from Florida named Emmitt Smith, and I was like, so that's the only reason.
Yeah, whatever. Let's see how the truth came out. He should have never answered the question.
Hey, everybody liked the Doug. Jimmy, I mean, Chris, that ain't saying nothing bad. Everybody liked the Dallas Cowboys back then when they were some little
liked
boys.
The Cowboys at some point, man.
Yeah.
How do y'all change? So y'all just change teams?
Easy.
Only like them when they
A wise man.
So y'all are Laker fans too then?
Hey, Chris, a wise man told me as the facts change, the truth change.
Yeah, I did. I told you that a long time ago. Hey, Doug, are you a Laker fan? Are you a Laker fan?
He said, are you a Laker
fan?
Tell him, Jimmy. Are you a Laker fan?
Are you a Laker fan?
Absolutely not. No, I'm not.
Doug, stop lying, man.
I'm not, man. I don't like LeBron like that, like you like it. Like you, the president of the LeBron sexual fan club, and I can't get down with that.
LeBron James.
What?
LeBron James.
All right, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man.
All right,
LeBron
man.
James.
That's Doug Jones, guys. Great job from Doug. And
he hung up, Chris.
He hung up. I was gonna tell him make sure you got his ticket validated for parking at the Marriott.
Hey, man. I mean, now you have. I mean, understand this is the first installment of the list, and you know, for the most part, remember it's the range. And the thing about it, I like now we noticed it. There's a lot of length. There's a lot of height in this class, which that means what it does for a college coach, Chris. Like once again, when you know that you have 8 or more 6'8" in the area, does that help you when you're going to do campus visits in the fall? When you used to do your visits and go to different schools, and you notice that, okay, you're looking for a sophomore in that class that's a sophomore 2 years out, and you're looking for a front court guy that's 6'8" or better. So you fall into Houston, and what do? If you come in just to see one of them, and you find out there's 8, and if you find out that 1 or 2 or 3 more is within a 10-mile radius of where you're going to that school, what would you do if you're a coach?
I mean, to be honest with you, it depends on what your need is. But if you're just a school that, hey, we need to find some size, or we want to get into Houston, what you guys are doing, that's a good guide for what's going on with your program and what you need at the time. But people do love length, but you got to be able to play though. So being tall is one thing, being able to play is another thing. But there's no such thing as a 6'2" forward or 6'2" center. So people by default are going to get a chance to get recruited, because I remember some of these guys that didn't have much size, right? And then all of a sudden, because no one ever remembers, and I know somebody on this feed knows what I'm saying, no one ever remembers when a big dude couldn't play, right? Everybody, oh man, I knew he was always going to be good. No, you didn't. No, you didn't know Miles Turner was going to be good. So stop that. Yeah. No one knew that. Right. So stop saying that. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to is, you know, how good you are, what their need is, you got to be able to shoot the basketball. If you can't shoot, forget about it these days. I was talking to a kid in college the other day, right? And he said, man, what do I have to do to get to the league? I said, pray. Pray.
I know you were talking about too.
I said, what league you in? Because Hallett, we were talking about this. You were talking to an executive in the NBA.
Yeah.
And they got to cut some guys, and guys are trying. People don't realize just because basketball is popular don't mean everybody get to play it. So think about it. Basketball has become more popular, more global. So the more they go over that water and get more players, there's less chances for kids that grow up here. You understand what I'm saying? There's 30 teams. There's 15 players. 2 of them don't play. They dress up in their gear, right? And the other 5 don't get on the floor. So only 8 dudes out there playing. So multiply 8 times 30. So only about 200 of them are actually getting minutes. So it's very, very, very difficult to get to the next level. Damn near impossible. So if you cannot shoot the basketball, if you don't have size, you're not athletic, and you can't shoot, it's going to be real tough for you. I'm not saying you can't play college and get an education. I'm just saying to get to that level, it's very, very hard. So if you're not living in the gym, because Luke will tell you, if you don't live in the gym, it's funny how we all know this, right? Two things. What John Lucas did with his two kids, they lived in the gym. Two little dudes like that? Are you serious? One played in the league, the other one came and dunked. That was nothing. Listen, there's no athleticism. There's no dunking on you. There's none of that. That is pure grit. And then they had a genius, a basketball savant, that was their daddy, that preached hard work. So if it worked for them, I'm going to tell you another one. Mike Davis Jr., little Mike Davis' son.
Exactly.
Jr. This is shooting, making like 1,000 shots a day. I used to watch him in St. Louis. Like, man, you let your son go home, man. Lutheran North, man, let your son go home. He said, no, bro, he's going to shoot that basketball. Look what the boy doing in Detroit.
Right.
If you want to be a basketball player, the same way if you want to be a rapper and you want to be a singer, you got to live on that mic. You got to take singing lessons. You got to live in that booth, and you got to be on that court. And if you're not, you're just playing games. You're wasting time. Doesn't mean you won't get a scholarship. You still can get a scholarship, okay? But I'm talking about getting to the promised land. What they had, they went over, they crossed the Red Sea, but all of them didn't get where? To the promised land.
You know what, Chris? And Chris, you and I had a great conversation and this weekend. Jimmy, what was so key? I was talking to NBA executives. I was just trying to get certain guys, free agents, trying to just see what the hell happened. Why this guy, can this guy get in your camp? Could this guy go to again? He said, one of them just said, Robert, just do me a favor. Stop and go look at my roster. Robert, I got 18 guaranteed contracts. I got to cut some of these. Y'all, let me rewind because y'all, he said, Robert, I don't even have room to even bring another dude on. I got 18 dudes with contracts, under contract, not all of them guaranteed.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought real quick, because that same situation I'm gonna tell you about. Here's what they need to have, and this is what they don't need. This is what they need to have, Jimmy. They need to have hard knocks NBA, because people don't understand how the NBA contracts. Oh man, he signed with the Nets, son. The Nets got 22 players, carry 15. Somebody playing on that G League team, but he signed with them. They need to have hard knocks NBA. They need to get a team each year, and they need to do hard knocks, because people don't understand how the NBA, two ways, and G League work, Hallett. They don't get it, and show them going over that water. Yeah. They don't understand how basketball works. You know what I mean?
I'm serious. When he was telling me, because I'm seeing people get cut, he said, Robert, you're going to see some people not on teams this year that you just not going to believe. He said, who've been playing in the league. He said, he was just sitting there. I was just sitting there saying, damn, man. I said, but dude, he did this, he did that. He said, Robert, it don't matter. It don't matter. He said, this thing is getting harder and harder and harder. Because, I even forgot about Carson Edwards. I'm talking to the Boston Celtics. They said, Robert, we been shipped him out of here. We came, Emmy, man, I can't come in here and play. We can't have all these midgets on the goddamn team, on the team.
Say that again.
He said, we ain't going to win nothing with all these midgets on the damn team. He said, we had to get rid of them damn little dudes. Alan Branch said something to me, parents, a long time ago. And I thought it was weird how he said it. But he said, Robert, if you're going to try to build a big house, you're trying to build a big house, not no little house. Aren't you going to go try to get some big tools to build this house? You ain't finna go get no damn hammer and nail with the and a little bit of screwdriver to build this house. You gonna go get you some bigger tools. Dude, your ass got to be tall. You got to be big. I ain't saying that some midget's going to get through, okay? Think about this. Isaiah Thomas, listen to me. I put this. I'm glad we're talking about this. Isaiah Thomas Lelass, who had all of that money about to be guaranteed. All he had to do is do the deal. He went and listened to Floyd Mayweather, a damn boxer, running his mouth, making video, talking about bring the Brinks truck up, back the Brinks truck up. And then he messed around and got hurt. That shit didn't happen for him. But I look, they said, yeah, so check this out, y'all. The Golden State Warriors are working out free agent guards Isaiah Thomas and Avery Bradley. Avery Bradley's a free agent, ladies and gentlemen, and ex-Warrior Omar Cook, among others this week. The Warriors would like to sign a big man and 2 guards for camp. For camp. Not workouts would include 5-on-5 games and diverse groups of free agents. Man, this NBA and all y'all talking about, man, they say I'm good. I'm good. Slow your ass down.
No clue.
Just because an agent is calling you right now,
zero clue.
Don't mean your ass going to the NBA.
Zero clue.
Say, what happened to the little fella that was on the chop shop? How the little fella told
Go on with that little boy. That little boy. Y'all to put that little boy in the witness protection program. But
I told y'all. See,
the one that
remember I said that I was a dream killer. Chris, they called me the dream killer on after that show. Because I was sitting there and I'm questioning the young man. The young man looked us in the eyes and said he know he gonna get drafted. Mm-hmm. So I mean, nothing you could say is like basically you challenging. So that means if you don't get drafted, which you did not, not even that year, not the year after that. It's been 2 years ago, I think, when we had him on.
Yeah, from Dallas.
And it was from Faith Family.
Yes.
And the young man came on the chop shop and said and claimed that he declared he had his teammates were sitting behind him, Chris. They were his backdrop. They were sitting back there and they were chilling like and he was enjoying the moment. And he was like, he been working out. They played, and so I heard last summer.
And they were laughing inside.
They probably was. I didn't think about that, Jim. They could have been, Jim.
I'm not sure they was laughing inside because they was the blind leading the blind. So that means, understand, people of influence made them think, okay, just watch. It was going to happen. So my thing is, he's missed. Now, last I heard he was playing in a Pro-Am league that was a team that was based out of the Dallas area.
Oh.
He played last summer.
Okay.
This with one of those Pro-Am leagues.
That's good.
You know what? The league that Steve Francis' team played in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because he came to Houston and played against Steve Francis' team. Because remember, Rick Godfrey did the PA announcing for that league. For Steve Francis' home games in Houston. And the young man, he came and he had about 20, 25 against Steve Francis' team. But once again, that journey, no matter what happens, when the ball stops bouncing, you would not even be able to go be a middle school coach because you have no college degree. That's the part, that's the prerequisite that, school, it's not for everybody. But when the ball stops bouncing, you will need that ticket unless you are a self-inspired entrepreneur. Unless you're that, you're going to need that pass to be able to go and be able to wear shorts to work or T-shirts to work. Otherwise, you have to go. That's what coaches do. Most coaches, they go to work, they can wear shorts, T-shirts, coach, dress as is, roll out the bed. But that's the thing, man.
What was you gonna say about Branch? What was you gonna say about Branch?
We get ready to land the plane. I got an Alan Branch story for you guys that I did not know.
What, my boy?
And I'm curious to see if Chris Walker or Robert Hallett knew. So one of my old buddies from high school days, from down Homestead, he knew Alan Branch when he went to college. And he tells me, Alan Branch, cut your volume up or cut everything else down. He actually gave Alan Branch like some superior props. Not at the time. Alan Branch was an academic. He went to UT, and then then went over to Prairie View. He says Alan Branch. Guess what he was known for?
What?
Right after that time in college, around that time, right after that.
What?
Alan Branch was popping. No, you
what?
Freak.
What?
Alan Branch was known for his ability to rope the cows.
Oh yeah,
he was a calf.
Alan Branch was a cowboy. Alan Branch is a Renaissance man.
Alan Branch, they called him. They had a nickname. They called him the Calf Man. He got, and the dude. He explained to me. He said Alan Branch had one little move. He would hit that calf with, whoop, and he'd make the noise. He said it was the same noise. He said it was like man, they thought Alan Branch was gonna be the
Black Bonanza.
Yeah. They thought he was gonna be.
He was gonna be Black Bart, like it Blazing Saddle. That's good, Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy. But I just want to get these people. I just want to give people who don't understand this NBA, and I want Chris. You can just come in. Chris, I'm just going through the free agents. Chris, even Giannis' brother, he didn't get signed back. The one with the Lakers, he's still a free agent. Chris, Dwayne Bacon is a free agent. Chris, you can jump in at any time. Nicholas Batum is a free agent. He ain't signed with. Aaron Baines is a free agent. Jordan Bell is a free agent. DeAndre Bembry is a free agent. Tyler Bay is a free agent. They ain't signed with no team yet. Bismack Biyombo. I'm gonna keep going. Let me see. Gerald Brantley, Amani Brooks. The Rockets didn't sign him back. Bruce Brown. I'm going. Gary Clark, Jimmy's best friend. Gary Clark's a free agent. The one who they dish Mello for, the Rockets. I'm just going down, Jim. DeMarcus Gary Clark.
And one that we all love so dearly.
Who?
Damian Dotson.
Oh yeah, Damian Dotson. Yes.
Damian Dotson.
DeMarcus Cousins is a free agent, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Hold
it's
on.
Gonna be hard now.
Ed Davis, a big.
Yeah, McDonald's All-American.
McDonald's All-American.
Think about these McDonald's All-Americans you name. About 8 of them guys you name is McDonald's All-American.
And Chris, one of Chris' favorite players, Matthew Dellavedova, because he helped LeBron get a ring before. He's a free agent.
He stole 40-something million from Milwaukee, too. He stole
without a ski mask.
Dude. This was happening in the NBA, ladies. Justin Jackson didn't get signed back, Jimmy.
He got him a ring out of the deal. He can go on, enjoy his family right now. It was a good run, Justin. And
Marcus Howard, the leading scorer. Hold up. Marcus Howard, the leading scorer in the nation. One of the leading scorer in the nation. I think he went to Marquette. Free agent.
He's with the Nuggets.
Rodney Hood, Jimmy. Free agent.
Man,
he had his chance in Portland. He tore his drawers.
It's like the music industry, Hatter. They always want new people. The music industry. Why you think all these shows like X Factor, America's Got Talent, American Idol, The Voice? They always want new talent. They keep cycling them in and out. That's what the music industry does, right, Jim? They cycle them in and out. In and out. The league is becoming the same way. They gonna keep cycling them till they find a Trae Young, till they find what they need, or somebody from Europe, NBA Africa. They're gonna cycle them in and out. That's why when people think that they can Instagram their way, tweet their way to the NBA, is they have lost their rabid you-know-what mind. It is hard work, and you got to have God's hand on you for favorability to make it to the best league in the world. So don't talk about the Kobe's, LeBrons, the Melos. You're out of your mind. If you look at Justice Winslow, where's he right now? I mean, like a crook.
Yeah.
Look at Winslow.
Oh no, he's on the team. I thought he on another team, right?
My point is, if the Jared Vanderbilt, he got a contract, but he hasn't like really done anything in the league yet. But he got a contract.
Right.
But I'm saying,
hold up. His last year is not guaranteed, but for $3 million. So they'll cut your ass in that last year.
Right. But my point is, we're talking about dudes that have come out of Houston that have been big time people. Big time.
Hey, Jimmy,
Now,
he signed with the Clippers. You're right, Jimmy. Justin signed with the Clippers. Yeah.
Who?
Okay. Justin Winslow.
Justin signed with Clippers.
No,
his sister lives in LA, so that's perfect for him because she's been living in LA for the last 5 years.
That's good.
A couple more years. He have a couple more years. He be over there. He be on the chop shop with us. But what I'm saying
he
is,
get a pension though. He gets a pension though after this new contract.
Listen, no one's listening.
He ain't talking about that, Jimmy. We ain't talking
My
about the
point
pension.
is that those dudes were monsters coming out of high school, man.
Yes.
Like
that's
ridiculous.
the point we trying to make.
And they struggle.
Yes.
They struggle in that thing, man. Struggle. It's hard. So if you're not in that gym every day, if you don't have politics behind you,
Jim,
and if you don't play, if you don't get exposure, you're not getting to that place.
Hold on.
You can think whatever you want to think.
I got one for you. Hassan Whiteside, a 7-footer, don't have a job right now.
And he got that big old check from Portland, right? And now, guess what?
Yeah.
About to be out the league. Man, I'm telling you, man, it is rough. It is hard. And listen, guess what? There's only one CEO of every company. Everybody can't be the CEO. You can be the most talented guy, but they don't have 4 CEOs. The same way with the NBA. There's a lot of kids that love basketball, but just because you love it don't mean it's for you. And I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to discourage people. What I'm trying to tell you is if you really, really want it, give yourself the best chance. You can buy whatever sneaker you want. You can keep playing 2K. You can keep going to them trainers. You can do all that stuff, and you can keep tweeting and make it out. Glad to get an offer from Jimmy Hicks University. I'm blessed to get from Rob. You can do all that mess you want, but at the end of the day, the game is pure between the lines. Your ass got to get out there, and you got to do it, and against people that you don't even know out there. Think about it. There's kids in Houston right now that think they're really, really good.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And they doing all kind of mess. And there's a boy in Wisconsin say, you know what, man? I don't care. I'm staying in the gym 440 minutes out of the day. 86,400 seconds I'm in that gym. There's dudes out there that think like that, man.
Yeah.
And there's other kids, man, I ain't got to go to the gym, man. I ain't got to go to the gym that much, man. I'm good, man. I'm tall. Well, you know what? Jimmy Hicks got me ranked number 5. I'm straight. They don't understand, man, what they up against. And guess what else, Hatter? It don't even matter how good you are. It's not like being a doctor or lawyer where you can just get a degree. Somebody got to choose you.
Hold on, Chris. I got something for you on that one. Hold on. Chris, this is my sound effect when you do that. Watch this.
Hey, man, keep on killing dreams. We might save some of these knuckleheads.
Yeah,
I'm tired of seeing them when I go through TSA. Man, what your tall butt doing up in here? Man, goddamn, boy.
You need to be fine private.
Come on, man. I'm telling you. You're not supposed to be here, man. Use that education and go do something else, man. You're not supposed to be here, homeboy. What you doing, man? Oh, man, I used to hoop. Well, then what happened? Man, the coach didn't like me, man. It was politics. You know what I'm saying, Jimmy? We hear it all the time, man.
Hold up, Jimmy. Cassius Winston. I'm just giving y'all names that y'all saw on TV every freaking week.
You mean, Cassius. Oh, no, Cassius Winston, player of the year, Cassius.
Yes.
College player of the year, wasn't he?
Yes.
Man, it's hard. And listen. If they cut him, if cut him, what you think will happen to somebody else?
Hey, we got to get off the show, man. We got a technical difficulty. We got to get off the show. Yeah. Come on, Jimmy. Get us out of here, Jimmy. You put your mute.
Go on, let us out, Hatter. Jimmy on mute.
I want to give a shout out, man, before we land this. That way, this is news that I posted gave earlier. And props to the Charles McClellan of the SWAC, Dr. Charles McClellan, who was the former athletic director at TSU and Prairie View, before moving on to take over at the SWAC. And he's been, man, we met the old guy that was the athletic director. The commissioner. This shit is no comparison. It is so big of a gap already to what McClellan at the helm.
Right.
Think about the direction of the SWAC.
Yes.
And all of the revenues that they're generating, all these TV games, ESPN. He's able to go in those offices and cross his legs and communicate with effectively. This other guy, who was the previous one.
Oh my God.
We met him a couple of times.
Don't ever want to meet him again.
I mean, seriously, it's just like, so what the SWAC has done now, check this out.
Okay.
They worked to partner the deal, partnered with the Pac-12 to do home and homes, Chris, for 2022 and 2023 in basketball.
That man working, man.
Home and homes.
That man working, man.
So that means in next year, in November, they're going to start the season off. It's not going to be their first game, but during the first week or two of the season, Prairie View, right, will be hosting Washington State. TSU will be hosting Arizona State.
Hush your mouth.
Grambling will be hosting Colorado. So that's Elijah Parquet at Colorado. He's from from Beaumont area.
Keep going. Keep going.
Understand?
Keep going.
Arizona State. Know what that mean? Lupe Nunez's son get to come and play in Houston at TSU. He committed to Arizona State.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
He's gonna sign it. So that means in the following year, TSU, Grambling, and Prairie View would have to go on the road and visit those three schools respectively. Also, at the same time, Southern, the following year, the first year next year, Southern will have to go visit Arizona. Mm-hmm. Florida A&M will have to visit Oregon. Alabama State will have to visit USC. Mm-hmm. But in 2023, those three schools, Arizona comes to Baton Rouge, not to play LSU, but to play Southern. How about that?
Charles McClendon, he ain't playing no game.
That's very cool.
He ain't playing no game.
Yeah.
At the game this weekend that y'all was kidding me about, a Southern University graduate, him and his wife, a lawyer. That man went and gave, what's the dude, Leslie? What's the guy at Jackson State?
Jackson?
Jimmy, what's his name? The Jackson State.
AD.
The AD.
AD.
It's start with an A, not.
What is his name?
Ashley. Is it
Ashley? I'm sorry.
Ashley.
The man went. Listen, him and his wife went to Southern, but when he saw the video of Deion Sanders talking about all the Plex players and stuff got to have their name on their back, he came and dropped the man right on TV $50,000 saying, "Here, man, let's this the Jackson State football right now." Because I love how y'all bringing awareness to the older SWAC. I said, the lawyer and his wife said, hold up, the lawyer said, "Me and my wife," he made sure he said the wife. He said, "Me and my wife dropped off this 50 and just hand Ashley the check." I said, man, this thing is, hey.
But here's the thing. You know what it tells me? There's people out there that look like us that have money.
Hush your mouth.
They got money.
But they got to be prompted to give.
We got to motivate them. We got to motivate them to give. They have money. But we gotta set a spark off, man.
Okay.
Because they will make a difference, and it just can't be for Deion.
Right.
There's other people out there. I love Deion. Don't get me wrong. There's people out there, Chop Shop being one of them. Same thing. Bring it on. Let's go.
Jimmy, I got you off the screen if you want to go do what you had to do right quick. Yeah, I took Jimmy off the screen. I took him. He had to go do something right quick. But no, but I mean, I understand not just ridiculous, but guess what? He brought a wet, because guess what's going to happen? His Southern alumni going to go say, "Dude, if you gave Deion $50,000, I know you finna come." And guess what?
But here's the thing, Hatter. Here's the thing. If I'm also the Southern people, I'm like, well, hold on, man. Why is it that Deion, is it just because it's Deion or because it's Deion's enthusiasm and what he's bringing? Well, why don't we hire people that can bring that same type of enthusiasm?
But that's a good one. But Chris, that is what Deion is doing. That's why you talking about I'm defending him. Hell yeah. Because I know the residual effect. So what's going to happen for generation and on? Yes, I'm not going to let nobody, I'm not going to let nobody talk about them. Because I see what's happening. It's got me watching a I ain't watched a HBC or any football game, even a pro game from beginning to end, and I don't know how long, because I'm always, got other stuff going on. But I watched this whole game from cover. They said from cover to cover, from cover to cover. So I mean, Chris, I love it, and you're right. TSU, got some millionaires player. Don't you get this? Don't you get it twisted now? But guess what? Ain't nobody prompted them to give. You know, hey man, give some money. Something got this. It's different triggers in every human being. Something got to trigger those guys to give. That's all.
No question. Land the plane, Hatter.
Okay, we out of here. Thank you, Chop Shop. We'll see y'all. We're gonna slide down Dino's back and Yabba Dabba do this. Jimmy was back. Hold up, Jimmy. I ain't gonna go up. Let me Jimmy. That Jimmy thing. Do your thing, baby.
Yeah, man. It's that time. We got to slide on down Dino's back and Yabba Dabba do his thing. Alan Branch was trying to slide on up in there and want to get some last word.
What
he wanted
to about his cowboy.
What'd he say, Jim? What'd he say?
about his cowboy skills, and more, but we I think we feel compelled to make a way to get old Branch inside the boom boom room. Okay, and put him live. Let me tune him in. He called.
Jimmy, give him a minute restriction. You know Branch.
How to put that time on the screen. We did that. Put that time on the screen right now.
Y'all gonna leave my dude alone, man.
No, we love him to death. And I'm trying to see.
Tell Branch got the link. Tell Branch to hook up. I would have hooked him on the screen.
Man,
he got the link, don't he?
Yeah, he got the link. I could have hooked him.
Yeah, you got to get the link.
Did you hear what Chris just said? Tell me one time Monday Night Football come on. Man, you wrong for that, man. This man here is, man, I can't stand that, man. You don't do that.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, there we go. It wouldn't let me. It had my phone tied up. On that number right there.
Branch, if you listening, man, just come on. I got the link I sent you. Go back in your thing and just send it back up. Man, that was that's crazy, man. I can't believe y'all do that. We can talk to him tomorrow because you know he gonna take it.
We talked. We can talk to him tomorrow. You know he thought Branch. My phone had froze. I think maybe 3-4 people was calling me at the same time, and then I couldn't be able to log in. That was a long line to get in on the Chop Shop. But
man.
You guys just hang on in there, but it is that time. We're going to slide out of here, man. And Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Monday. Monday is always a fun day on the Chop Shop. Thanks for everybody.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, my God. Say that next Monday. You got 7 days. 7 days.
Who they play, Jim? Who they play next week, Jim?
Jalen Hurt come to town.
And we're going to put a hurting on Jalen. That's what we're going to do. Oh, my God. I feel bad for him. 2 bad games in a row. Not good.
All right. See y'all later. We out.
Don't happen, man. We up out of here, man. Peace. Shadow Show. And we got to go.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. Get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop